Waves crash on the beach of an endless sea. In them you hear a voice, a beckoning lure you have heard so many times before. It is the song of the horizon. She calls to you. She sings of endless wonders and untold horrors, of golden promises and dire warnings, and you know her song. It has always been there. Listen, can you hear it? The wind is in your favor, the tide is rising, the sea is yours for the taking, and your ship awaits. Fair winds and following seas, brave mariner. May fortune find you when the horizon calls.
Ahoy and welcome everybody. Welcome to Horizon's Call. I'm Derek Sword. I'm your GM for this game. Don't you worry, the socials are out. Welcome. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Horizon's Call. I know we've been a little back and forth, but hey, personal time is important at the end of the day. All we are playing is a game, and playing a game means having fun, and you can't have fun if you're worried about other stuff. But thank you for joining us. This is episode 20 of season 4. Yes, that, hey, I have it right there. Season 4. So we're getting pretty close to the end of this season 2. We're probably going to take a break near the holidays. But you're catching us right at the end of a major chapter. Should the players get through this combat and get that Elder Ring, they get to level up. So a little bit of incentive to them to not die. So, a few things before I have these other people introduce themselves. First of all, this is Sword and Key. This is a Sword and Key show. I am the Sword Half of Sword and Key. Eve over there is the Key Half. We are so much greater than just the two of us. We are the people that sit at this table. We're the people in our community. You, the person watching this, you could also be, if you're not already, Sword and Key. You can hang out in our Discord. That's the best place to be, and chat with cool people about cool things. And you can do that through beacons.ai/Sword and Key. Beacons has all of our links. Again, you can join our Discord. You can see all of our socials. You can see all of our affiliate ships, get some discounts on some cool stuff. You can also see all of our ongoing philanthropic endeavors like PCRF, Canine Campaigns for Independence. And, segue, you can also tip the cast and crew of this game, which we do through Pally. Sword and Key as a channel does not yet break even. Once we do, fingers crossed, that's when we start paying our players somewhat fair wage, anything that we can. Until that time, Pally has been the tool that we have found that best kind of expresses our support and allows you, the watcher, the viewer, to both show a little bit of appreciation, should you be willing and able, both those things important together, and also impact our game. So, Pally works this way. Instead of, subscriptions and bits and all that through Twitch are great. They're very much appreciated. Those go directly to the channel. However, if you would like it to kind of spread the love a little bit, go to the link that you see in chat or also on all of our socials. Tip there the same thing that you would otherwise give through subscriptions and all that, and it gets evenly distributed. Gets evenly distributed based on shares to all these lovely people who are both cast and crew members. As Mare is running tech for us today, Kaila often runs tech, Eva typically runs tech, Mikyl does artwork, and I just sit my ass here and mess with music sometimes. So if you again are willing and able and have the ability to tip, it's very, very much appreciated, and you can also impact your game. You can give crits, you can give advantages, you can give complications like black spots. I'd like to also add another one where you can name a ship with, certain maybe a lot of asterisks maybe attached to that, and we'll do the same for a lot of other games as well. But Horizon's Call, because we have played so long, really want to show these people but what they do is important, because it is. The storytelling is an art form. It is important. That's a bit more of a soapbox than I typically get on. I will also say right up at the top, we have an application out right now for the month of October. It's not out for very much longer. So if you have not checked it out, it is on all of our socials. It is on our Discord as well. Definitely check out if you have ever want to play a game here on Sword and Key. We have 5 one-shots that you can currently apply for. So get your application in sooner rather than later. Don't forget about it, because we want to see as many wonderful faces as we can and really spread the love as far as our tables go. All that said, let's go ahead and go around and have these lovely people introduce themselves. Mare, if you don't mind starting us out.
Hi, I'm Mare. I use they, she pronouns, and I play your amazing Soul Knife Rogue Star Druid, Acacia, who is still enlarged. Large and in charge. Let's go.
Large, in charge, and has charged. Absolutely.
Correct.
All of these things are true. Next up, Eva.
I never remember that I am second for some reason. It's only been 4 years. Hi, hello, I'm Eva. My pronouns are she, her. And today I am playing your sea elf, alchemical artificer, baby bard, who is normal sized for a sea elf.
Yes.
Which makes her still the shortest in the group, I think. Except for little Jeffrey, who's tiny.
That's true. That
Oh
is-
God,
that's-
are you
that's all true.
taking your...
Yeah.
Okay. Mayor, an advantage for Derek.
What does that put
Yeah.
you at totally? At total?
Who knows?
I have it at 3 if I... 3
Okay,
advantages.
I think 3 is fair, so that'll be 4, and I will use some this time.
You still have a
Don't
black
you-
spot.
I have it at 3
Um,
weakness.
Yeah, when I can't remember when that black spot was introduced. I was going to say the dragon transformation was the use of a black spot. So if it
Oh,
was,
thank God.
So I
We're
can
at
remove
0.
it.
you can.
We're at 5. We're at 0 spots.
Yes.
For the
We
first
did it.
I think
time
this is
in
the
months.
first time.
We
Yeah.
did it, y'all.
I think we've had that since the beginning of the season.
Somebody call Mitch.
It's because we had like 3 of them
At the start of
Yeah.
the season,
We were all like,
yeah.
oh no.
We
Yes,
love you,
that
Mitch.
is the other thing. Black spots are very, very much appreciated. I love having them
Yes.
kind of in my back pocket. I always want to say that for the lovely people that donate black spots, it's really hard to do them back to back. And so I very much appreciate kind of having them just to sit there and have, like, oh, how do I make this harder? Oh, thank goodness I have a black spot. So that's very much appreciated. But I will always say that, if you want to see it done instantly, it may not always happen that way because sometimes, we're here to tell a story and I'm not always going to be a dick about stuff.
The real black spot is the existential dread of one hanging over us.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
It's a sword of
Main plot, or
Damocles.
is this black spot?
How thin is that thread on that sword?
Yes,
It may drop any second now. And Sword of Damocles would be a really, really cool username if I had ever known what that was when I was younger. Okay. Next up, Eva, you did your whole thing? Yes?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yes. No, I did.
Okay. All right. So next up, that is Mikyl.
Hey fam, I'm Michael, he, him pronouns.
Christ.
I am playing Proximus, your Triton Shadow Sorcerer, Oath of the Guardian, Paladin, homebrew. I don't know why I had the uhs just now. Sorry.
Hey
Pet
man, it's
word.
okay. Some of us just have them, okay?
We have a lot of stress going on in our lives and the game. So
I just blanked out and was the only thing in my vocabulary. Yeah, again.
no, it's great. It proves we're not using AI to digitally
That's-
remove it. So
Yeah,
It's
this
true.
is a scripted game. It's just I write everything, so I put a lot of uhs and ums into it just to make it sound natural.
You're using text to speech to write
Exactly.
the script.
Yeah,
It's really bad text to
yes,
speech.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I
Okay.
got.
Thank you as always to Mikyl for doing the artwork that you see on the screen, as well as on all of our promotional materials. You can find Mikyl almost strictly, specifically, unilaterally on Instagram. Mikyl Sandoval. It's Mikyl, not the way you think, and then Sandoval. It's so easy. And you can also, again, find Mykyl's stuff all collected in one lovely little place. He has his own, what do you want to call it, a channel?
Yeah.
His own little corner in his own little room where he can be exactly what he
Yeah.
wants to be on our Discord. So you can find all of Mykyl's artwork collected beautifully over there. Highly recommend you do so. Next, last but absolutely not least, Kaila.
Hi, hello. My name is Kaila. Use she, her pronouns. I play our Siren Storm Sorcerer Scarlett Shores, who also uses she, her pronouns, and only has 5 hit points right now.
Oh,
fine.
that's more than she needs.
Just like
You
in
sure?
MMOs, you're not dead.
exactly. There's a spawn point around here, right?
I was gonna respawn point.
I have Revivify. It's fine. No, I have.
Yeah, what are you
I have
worried about?
Reincarnation. Let's go.
Mm.
Oh,
Uh,
gosh.
Hey, just saying, you
I don't
do
wanna
need a
roll on
body
that
for
table.
either of those, and you all are fighting over a giant pit of lava.
Suddenly, I just forgot.
I don't have.
I don't know her anymore. Oh no, we'll have to reincarnate.
Yeah, I don't have Revivify prepared.
If
but
I die, shove me in the bag of holding and take me back to the ships.
Even in our beach episodes, I have it prepared because I am so paranoid. It's just like permanently etched into like, yeah.
you have it tattooed.
Thank you. Yeah, I was like, etched is absolutely not the right word I was looking for, but
No, it's little Jeffrey with an etch-a-sketch. Like every time he shakes, it's the. Oh,
you know
it's
when
so
parents
scary.
use a kid's back as like a clipboard, like a writing tablet? Like, here, let me like. That's what I do,
Right,
little
just
Jeffrey.
turn around.
It's
Yeah.
just
Anyway, recap. Let's go.
Recap.
Anyway, so our recap has been prepared by the wonderful Michael. Michael, take it away.
Prepared is
I was being generous.
He was being kind.
So, not gonna hold this up. We fought 14. We killed 14 Kingsguard. We are Marcus and Scarlett were holding down the king as best as they could, and we all got to them. And then there was an alchemist that turned himself into a dragon. So now we got a hyped up king and a morphed dragon person, which body horror. So let's go. Let's kill him.
Let's do it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take the alchemist off the table there. I need to resize him a little bit because he's not that
He's so big.
big. He's not that big. So let's see.
Eva, did someone donate a spot?
Look, that's sure what it looks like. Pally says no, so I'm.
That's okay. Small.
I'm just sitting here
large.
Anxiously instead.
I'm huge.
So now we have extra dread.
You're huge. You're huge because you're 3 squares. So
Three squares.
the dragon is also 3 squares.
Let's Tanga. Let's go.
You're the size of a dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, huge
big.
because centaurs are typically large.
Gosh, you could grapple the dragon.
You grapple the dragon.
Grappling is hard though.
Grapple the Dragon is also my favorite heavy metal album title. So
You have
Let
the
me-
strength. Hey, we could use
Our new
the strong...
mixtape.
Let me just like jump on its wings so it can't fly away.
Thank you to
grapple the
Shadow
dragon.
for the 5 minutes that we had of brief peace. We do now have another black spot.
Okay, let me just
Yeah,
put
the
that back
brief
on the
respite.
overlay. It's fine.
fair,
Shadow, I love you so much.
Shadow.
Remind me to donate something during Humblewood.
To be fair, the Humblewood crew have
They
quite
have-
a few black spots already.
No, they have
I think
one
I did one
complication.
last.
Do they have one?
season.
Okay.
You did, yeah. To be clear, Shadow, no.
two
You click the button and then it's in the GM's hands. We can't. Maybe the murder mermaid will be murdered. We don't know. That's what you have done is just send
I don't
that-
have a backup character, so.
But
No guilt
if
trip.
Scarlett
No guilt
dies,
trip.
it does mean you have killed a pirate lord, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
She's a pirate queen, man.
Queen,
Pirate
yeah.
Queen.
Yeah. Oh no,
I-
power vacuum. I have a backup character. And don't worry, Michael, it is just Winnie's sister. So just give
Just
her like a bitch face.
Different color hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right. Let's see here.
Oh, I should put us on
don't-
the map. The map
Yeah.
overlay. Let's go.
We'll get there.
Nice.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's do this. Let's get you out of this lovely whimsical music. And I was really hoping that was going to go harder than it did. No, still not hard enough. Let's go to, what is this playlist called? Scary Combat. That's it. Okay.
Let's go.
Blood in the Water.
I have this song on my playlists.
There you go. It's a great song.
It's a great
Honestly,
song.
when it really comes down to it, I recognize so much epidemic
Yes.
sound music when I listen to stuff now.
Absolutely.
Like a lot of college humor stuff is absolutely epidemic sound. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're starting from top of the order as we jump back into combat here. To give you all a little bit of what all these circles and everything mean, the yellow circle is a stinking cloud that everybody has basically moved out of. Winnie, I think, is immune to it.
Yep.
So Marcus is under Acacia because Acacia still has him on her back. The kind of bluish helmet just south of the dragon is Dominera. So there's Scarlett. There's little Jeffrey. Proximus, you are also right there. So I will.
Guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll move him just to the left there so we can kind of see you. And yeah, otherwise you've got a whole bunch of dead bodies below. So. Let's go ahead and start at top, and then the king is the crown that is next to Acacia, to Acacia's left there. So let's start at top of the order with Acacia. What would you like to do?
What do I know about dragons or bronze dragons?
This is a brass dragon.
Brass dragon, bronze.
Yes, this
okay.
is
Okay.
this is an adult brass dragon. So I will
Marcus,
say,
what do you know about dragons?
yeah, Marcus is like on the back of a giant centaur, trying to hang on for dear life. I believe he's still conscious.
Barely.
Barely. And he's like, they breathe fire the same as red dragons. They're not as strong, but just they also have a sleep breath. They're kind of weird. But this one's not a pure thing. I don't know exactly what it has or what it doesn't have. I would just hit it, I guess.
Ice? Yes or no?
No, those are white dragons.
No.
Silver.
Can I attack it with ice?
Oh, yes. I think they're mostly immune to the things that they breathe. So I would say stay away from fire and stay away from sleep, maybe. I don't know. This one's weird. It has a beard for some reason. It still has like dwarven features, and I don't like it.
In that case, I'm gonna attack it.
Marcus rapidly losing whatever kink he had.
So I'm gonna
Weird implication to put on Marcus. Listen, Scarlett, I just need you to wear the wings and the horns one more time, okay?
No. All right, so I'm gonna.
I made you this beard.
I'm going to cast Ice Storm, centered right. I know you can see it, but centered all the way where my little thing ends. So it'll just catch it. It's a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high
radius.
cylinder, centered on a point within range. Each creature in the cylinder, which is just the dragon, must make a DC 17 Dex saving throw.
DC 17.
Does it? Will I need to roll these separately? It's cold and bludgeoning.
No. This the only resistance I will just let you guys know is it is immune to fire. It otherwise does not have any resistances or anything else. It does have some legendary actions. It's got a bunch of attacks. So I guess that's an action for it. So we weren't going to deal with that. Okay. Cool. So I'm sorry. With the DC one more time for dexterity.
Dex DC 17.
17. Okay. So that is. I'm going to use one of my advantages for that because that was really close. Okay, there we go. Did save on that one. Got an 18.
Use my Cosmic Omen as a reaction.
You sure
which
can.
is wheel, which means you need to roll a d6 and remove that from the total.
Okay.
Ooh.
Definitely. Like I rolled an 18, and I rolled a 2. That is enough.
Hell yeah, it fails.
It fails.
So it's going to take 2d8 and 46.
Okay.
2d8, 4d6, and it's going to do, thank you, D&D Beyond. That is a total of 19. Fuck you.
Okay, so.
It's fine.
I want to make sure. Okay.
I'm going to try to see if there's anything else I can do for my bonus
Does that make
action.
the floor difficult terrain or anything?
It does. It is
Okay.
difficult terrain. Hailstorms turn the storm's area of effect into difficult terrain until the end of my next turn.
Cool. Alrighty.
So unless someone gets into it or behind it, everyone else should be fine.
Okay, well, let's see if I can make a circle.
Don't bother. It's only going to be there till the end of my next turn.
Okay, all right.
It's not more than a turn.
I got you. Well, I'll just delete that. Cool. Anything else for your turn?
I'm also gonna use a bonus action to activate my starry form. I'm going to do the Archer, which allows me to, on activation, hold on, I just lost it. On activation, and as a bonus action, you can make a ranged spell attack 60 feet, dealing 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
So that's, let me roll my d20. That is a 19.
19 should hit. 19 does hit, yes.
Okay, so that's going to be I think it said 1d8, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is max damage. That's going to be 12 radiant.
Okay. Very nice. Let's see. Another 12 off of this.
And now
Pull
I'm done.
12 off the top. Fantastic. Okay. Next up, we have Proximus.
And I start to glow.
Nice.
And Acacia is glowing.
Is this the
Yes.
first time you've used it around us?
No, I've used it a couple times. But I feel like it might be
I don't
darker down
remember.
here, so I'm really sparkly.
Nice.
You know how in my art you made all like my white little bits like sparkly, basically that. And I get a cutie mark of an arrow.
My little centaur.
Right on your back hip.
Yep.
I love it. Okay, so I am going to use 2 sorcery points to quicken 3rd level haste on myself.
Okay.
Because I am very, very angry with the so I need to change my AC, by the way, but just +2. And then I am going to move to the king and take 2 swipes. Let's see. 18, that's 30 to hit.
Yes, a 30 absolutely hits.
Oh, yeah. And another 30. Nice. 2 19s.
What the hell?
Okay.
Hoo. Plus, yeah, well, that's what happens when you have +11. And then I'm gonna use 2 first level. So that is 9, 10, 11, 14. So 20 points of damage on the first hit. On the second. It's 8 plus 6, 14. 25 points of damage on the second one.
So 45 in total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then
All right. Some
I would
tough
like
hits.
I would like to because my haste kicks in next round, right? Where I can do extra
I believe
attacks,
so,
or-
yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So
you
I
cast
will-
it on this turn, right? So you
Right.
should be able to take
Use
advantage
it
of this
now.
turn.
Can I
Yeah.
use it now?
Yeah, I think
All
so.
right.
You
Okay.
cast it. You should be able to. That's
That's why I wanted to do it as a bonus action, but I didn't
Yeah,
know
for
if it
sure.
was- All right. I'm going to make 2 more attacks. That is a 14 to hit on one.
14 does not
I
hit.
imagine that's not. And that is a 27 to hit on the second.
27 does.
Trying to crit fish here, man.
Let's go.
It's not working. Another
I don't know. I
divine
might be
smite
cautious
on them.
about critting on this guy.
You can
Oh,
totally donate us crits, by the way. That's crit fishing.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
15 plus 10, 13. So 28 points of damage.
Fine.
And then I'd like to use my reaction Sentinel so he can't move.
Okay.
That's
Um,
that's
No, I have to
when-
hit him on a
Opportunity attack.
Psych. Psych. Just joking, but just know
I
that if
knew
he
you were
tries
joking.
to leave me,
I knew you were joking.
I am your captain now. You stay here. Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
That's it.
Looking pretty rough. This king here.
And then everybody within 30 feet takes. Ooh, that's only one. 7 temporary hit points if you need it.
Cool.
I'll take it.
Scarlett.
I'm going to.
Scarlett.
Yeah, I'm going to give them near 7. And where's my boy? There's my boy. Oof. All right. It is Marcus's turn. Seeing the dragon kind of looming almost at eye height with Acacia and having Dominaria kind of stepped in the middle, he is going to. Acacia, I'm going to move you real quick just so I can get to him. I'm going to have him hop down next to Scarlett. The rough couple, both looking a little rough, but he is looking down towards the king and kind of nods at you. Made it back up? Listen, if you need to step back, I'll cover you if you have to.
Do I look like one to step back from a fight?
You cast Eldritch Blast all the time. You're not usually like front face to face with things.
I'm going to shove you off this bridge.
Promises. He is going to bonus action Flame Blade on his vicious scimitar, and is going to utilize Proximus's his Proximus's proximity to the king and try to get off a couple of swipes at him. So, let's see, that gives him an extra. He's going to do 66. He's going to get sneak attack as well. Okay, this is going to be a lot. So let me see here. So sneak attack, he's going to get 46. So he's going to get 10 on top. He's going to have 10 plus what the regular scimitar does, which is, so he's going to get 11d6.
Yes.
And technically, I think he gets an extra attack. So he will be able to do that twice.
Roll them clickety clackities.
Okay. So let's see if he hits
Crit,
first.
crit. Oh, maybe not crit.
He did crit.
Let's go. Let's
so-
go.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, that means I need to resolve something with the king first.
Oh,
Well,
wait, oh no.
I'll let Marcus do his damage here. Okay. So let me do Marcus's damage. It's going to be 11d6, 43, 53, so 106 points of damage. And you would watch as like his flame blade literally like slashes through the king, like almost like through the armor itself, melting this Duragar armor as it does. You know, Marcus is bleeding from the lip, the ears. You know, he's got cuts all over. He's pretty beat up, but with this like swashbuckling strike, almost severs the king in half. And as he does, you see like the potion energy within just surge and explode. Proximus and Marcus and Acacia, you all are going to take. Where is he? I have too many stat blocks.
A lot.
There's no save.
There's no
There's no save.
Oh, no
you're
save?
all going to take 20 points of psychic damage.
Ow. Ow.
Whoa.
And at that time, you would also see the Duragar's body begin to stitch itself back together. Unfortunately, that is enough to knock Marcus out. So he is downed once again, and does not get off his... Well, I guess I gave him both attacks in that turn. So... Or no, I guess I gave him one. So I gave him... he got one of his attacks off, but then... because he crit, that explosion happened. So Marcus is downed for the moment. I'm not going to put the X totally on him, but we'll put that on him there. And the king is... you're not exactly how... he's not looking great. It's not like he's regained all of his hit points, but this is like last save stall kind of thing. So with that, Winnie, it is your turn.
Okay, so, you said he's stitching himself together like some sort of gross dude type person?
Yeah, exactly like some sort of gross dude type person, for sure.
Okay. I want to use my movement. Okay, the dragon's all the way over there. I want to use my movement to, like, get up right next to Marcus. I probably don't want to be between him and Acacia. Over here or whatever. And I want to take my mace and I want to shove it in his still unstitched areas.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
You
okay,
might be
it
able
depends
to.
on, like, how... what I'm sticking in there will depend on how big it is, but, like, the gap is, but...
I will say with a good enough attack roll, you might be able to get something like in between the stretching. It's almost like he's not fully solid. Like there's part of him that's been liquefied. It's very like Terminator 2, right? Like it's parts of him are just like reconnecting, very much the thing.
Yeah.
So little body horror there for you folks. Yes,
I love
go
it.
ahead and
I just want to...
give me an attack roll if you
Akira
can.
lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking that's... Yeah.
With my mace? Question mark, I guess. Because I'm not like...
If you're doing an attack roll, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just shoving it in there. I'm not really attacking, but I will accept, like...
If you want to do like a dexterity roll, if you want to do a sleight of hand, we could use that instead.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's go. I did not turn my hardware acceleration back on, but that is a 21.
Nice.
21 is exactly his armor class. So I will say that, yeah, you can absolutely get... Yes.
The defender takes it though, right? Because I was going to say I'll use Flash of Genius to add 5 to my...
I'm saying it works.
Perfect. Cool.
Okay.
Gross.
You have shoved a mace into this dude, and almost like, you know, your favorite X-Men Kitty Pryde.
Phrasing.
It's almost like you phased it into the
Nice.
solidity of the like him, and he seems to as you do that, almost like, I'm sorry, this is a little... It ups, like, it seems like magma a little bit. Like, there's something that you have kind of pushed out of him that's not blood and it's not viscera. It seems magical. Like, he's almost leaking potion fluid at this point.
I am so sorry to everyone, but you should have seen this coming. For his turn, little Jeffrey is going to collect up some of that.
Like a teenager under a slushy machine? What are you...
Yes.
Yeah.
He's just gonna open his mouth. Yeah.
Yep.
God,
Okay.
So we got that bag for probably in like a flask or something. I don't know. He's however you want to work that.
Take
And
back
then-
the part about putting my body in the bag of holding if I go down.
It's a separate space, I think. I'm pretty sure.
So, Eva, I want to ask your intent with this. Was your intent to do damage to this person?
Oh God, no! I just want to save it for research later.
The mace,
Oh, taking
shoving the mace
samples.
into the guy. Were you trying to do damage?
It was sort of based on curiosity in terms of like if he would be okay, like once he knitted himself back around it, if he was going to be able to, if it would prevent him in some way.
So Winnie is an alchemist. She is a very smart person. I'm going to say Winnie knows that this dude's not going to be okay no matter what. This dude is the opposite of okay and has been since you walked into this room. His body has basically been made into like every Silver Age Marvel comic ever. He is the Thing. He's Mr. Fantastic. He's the Human Torch.
Yeah.
He's all of them, but the worst version of them.
But also, it could have done
He's way too
damage.
solid. He's
She
way too
didn't know.
goopy. He's also a little bit on fire. Like, yeah, this guy's having a rough time.
Like there was
He's
the
not
chance.
making out of this.
There was the chance it was gonna either prevent him from knitting back together, or it was gonna damage him even more. Like she didn't know.
And that's what I was asking is what your intent was, because that's a weird thing that D&D doesn't give me rules for, is shoving a thing into a person who's knitting themselves together, right? Like that's kind of a thing of like, oh, like you can teleport inside of a wall and it shunts you outwards, you might take damage from that. But this is almost the reverse of that. And so if you would like go ahead and give me just standard mace damage towards this guy.
Yes, I was already on my next move.
Acacia picks up the mace while it's still in the guy and chucks him into the lava.
Hell yeah. It's 2 damage.
Okay.
Whatever the bludgeoning is, if that helps him. Oh, that is not muted anymore. But okay, so I did that. That was also mostly just sort of educational for Winnie.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
And then she got her goo, presumably. I didn't move little Jeffrey, but he can be over
Yeah. You got some goo.
And then what she's going to do is slap Marcus. She's not letting little Jeffrey.
He's failed a death save.
Actually, no, I'll let little Jeffrey do this. It's not even a touch spell is the best part. Everyone of us and Marcus and Dominaria will get, hang on, I have to fix this setting really quick. We'll get, I can't do it. 2d4 plus 5, which is, I can't read those when they're upside down. Did I roll 2 4s? Fuck yes, I did.
13.
13 hit points.
So did you just do mass healing word?
It's just
it's
healing
just
word
Marcus?
upcast.
Oh, so just Marcus.
It's.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Yes, I can't read.
Well, Marcus comes back with 13 hit points, still on the ground.
No, it was mass healing word. I'm sorry.
Okay, so everyone gets 13 points of healing. It sounds like.
Ooh, nice.
I'm in the double digits.
She back.
Barely.
It would be 9. I rolled an extra die. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Still in the double digits.
So total 9.
9 hit points. Yep. Real hit points.
So remove 4 hit points from that. Okay.
Nice. Thank you.
I didn't kill Marcus by slapping him, did I? Because I'd feel real bad about that.
You gave him 9 hit points. He is alive.
Okay. He could have died first, then I'd feel real bad.
Lay on
He hasn't had time to die.
Can die
Got
later.
time for that shit.
Yeah. There's insert a Bond film name here. You know, he's gonna die another day, or he'll live and let die. Or
I did change it. It was
Octopussy.
little Jeffrey. It was little Jeffrey who did a little slap, and I'm like, no. We're doing something different, buddy. It's okay.
It's like it's the only medicine I know.
Yeah. Okay. You're right, I guess. And that's all I've got for right now. Yeah.
Okay. Scarlett, it is your turn.
Okay. I've shoved myself in this little corner of the railing. Oh no, what do I do? Panic over dying. You think, is that a free action?
Yeah. Always is.
Always is. Ah, fuck me. I feel like I think I know what I'm gonna do. Hold it. If I do a twin spell, can I heal both Marcus and I some with healing word?
Yeah, if you have a healing spell, for sure.
I do. I have exactly one for situations like this. I have
Okay.
exactly one. Okay, so I'm gonna use the twin. I'm gonna do healing word and I'm going to twin it.
Okay.
Let's see how much.
What's the
6
word?
points to both of us.
What's the word, Kayla?
Oh, I don't. Probably a lot of cursing. Just choose one of the curse words.
One an elder. No one will know what you're saying. He won't know what you're saying. He won't know what you're saying.
But Marcus, Winnie, and Acacia know elder.
Oh, he did learn elder? I couldn't remember.
Yeah. Not as well as Winnie and Acacia, but probably knows the curse words. That's probably for sure.
That's the important part.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna stay put. That sounds like a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
All right. Then it is the brass dragon. Yes, it is the dragon's turn. The former alchemist, maybe a little bit current alchemist. So let's see here. First of all, I need all of you to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
Where's my thingy? Okay.
Plus
In which
11.
range?
Oh wait, how much do we get from you, Proximus? From your aura?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
And this
thank
is
God.
a frightful presence, so if you are immune to fear, this will not affect you. I say that specifically for the paladin.
Let's see.
Will my trauma?
Oh, I
prevent
don't
me
think
from
I
being
need it.
scared?
I got a 22.
I need it. I got an 8.
Well, I got a 22 plus whatever Proximus's aura is.
Where's my
Sure.
aura? Sorry,
I guess
y'all.
I could use my
There it is. +5.
Okay, 27.
and I'll
You
use
get
my
my-
flash of genius.
My charisma modifier.
Yeah, and I think we're all definitely close enough.
I'm gonna say 18. I'm using my flash of genius for this instead.
That is 35.
Dirty
Oh
20.
my God.
Yeah, plus
Okay.
11 to wisdom saving throws.
Okay. So nobody failed, correct?
I don't think so.
I don't know what
Okay.
the DC was.
16.
But yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
good.
no.
We're good.
Yeah,
We're good.
yeah.
Okay. And Michael, you said you gave a +5.
+5. Yeah.
To everybody
Okay.
within range.
Okay. Dominaria got a 15.
Is she within range?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is with Proximus's aura.
With
She
the-
got a
with
15.
the-
Oh,
yes,
no.
she rolled an 8. She has a +1. She got a +5. She got a 15. So Acacia, Scarlett, maybe Proximus, even as you kind of look through Acacia's mighty, huge horse legs, you would see something that I don't think has ever been seen before. Maybe something, an emotion that Domina herself has not felt since she was like very, very young. But you see Dominera of the Nalos, champion of her people, feel fear. And her trident almost is dropped at her side as she looks up at this abomination of a dragon, something that her people never prepared her for, something she was never meant to see at the bottom of the ocean. And she feels true dread. The dragon is now going to take some attacks. Let's see. The frightful presence is going to last for a minute. Creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. If creature saving throw is successful at the end, or the effect ends for it, the creature is immune to the dragon's frightful presence for the next 24 hours. So this isn't something you can knock her out of with like damage
Right.
or anything like that. Just tossing that out there. Okay. So, Acacia, you are going to probably take the majority of these attacks here, since I think even the dragon recognizes the fear in Dominator's face. Let's see.
I'm literally the biggest thing in the room, besides
You
Ix,
literally are.
so...
Okay, so 1 bite, 2 claw attacks. They all have a plus 11, so as long as I
God damn
get... as long as I get a 10 or above, it sounds like I'm gonna hit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Okay. So, Acacia, you were going to take, let's see, 1 bite, so 2d10 plus 6, 2d10. The bite is 17 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the claw attacks are going to be, let's see, 46 plus 12.
That's for both of them, right?
For both, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're 2d6 each.
Okay.
So that is 25
Oh,
points
great.
of
Love that.
damage with the claws there.
Got some big chunks taken out of me. Shit.
Yes, this dragon has literally pounced on you. Its wings are trying to engulf you, almost like a bat might around, like a fruit bat might around a large piece of fruit. It's trying to engulf you as an equivalent form, and you feel these maladaptive teeth just tear into your shoulder. These claws kind of ripping at your torso and your arms. Let's see.
Acacia starts to try and buck it off for
Yeah.
flavor.
Okay. Cool. And okay, I think that's all it's going to do for now. Dominera is going to flee. So she is going to run. I think I saw something recently that you do get an attack of opportunity if you are running from something. Yeah.
That happened last time, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what's that? It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to put her there, and then I'm going to have a tail attack on her. So she has a 17 AC. Almost fell. Just land where I can see you. That's all I ask. Okay, so that's going to hit Dominera, and Dominera is going to take 2d8 plus 6. She's going to take 17 points of bludgeoning damage as the tail strikes out at her. Cool. All right, we are down to the bottom of the order with King Malvar. I will actually have Dominera roll again to see if she succeeds on her wisdom save. She rolled even lower that time.
Oh, she moved so far away. Okay.
Yeah, and she only rolled a 4 that time. So she did not succeed on that one. It is King Malvor's turn. Malvor's turn. So he is, let's see. I think he's going to take an Iron Fist attack at Proximus. So Proximus, I'm going to need a strength saving throw from you.
Oh, nuts. I thought it was going to be a dex for sure.
And let's see. What's your strength save?
Hold on. Okay. Haste only does dex saving throws. Gotcha. All right. 16 plus 9, 25.
Okay. 25, you do succeed on not being, like, punched away. However, you do take, what was that, 21 points of bludgeoning damage. Winnie, you are going to take a stomping foot attack. So that is a 16 plus 9, and then you are going to take... Oh, okay. Huh. Okay. You're going to take 1d10 plus 5. Actually...
You all
Yeah,
liked
no, that's-
Berlina, right?
That's fine. 8. So that's only 13 points of bludgeoning damage. But then you notice that the Durgar's eyes catch Marcus still prone on the ground, the person that nearly just killed him. As a bonus action, he is going to take a like flask from his side pouch. He has little utility belt, whatever, and essentially just toss it into his mouth. This glass vial, not even like a water skin or anything. It's clearly a potion bottle. Winnie, you might recognize it as it's a potion of supreme healing, and he will crunch the glass in his mouth as you see him revitalized, and he is going to regain. Let's see, how much was that? That's 25 plus 20, 45 points of health.
Nuts.
I will deal with that in just a second. And then he's going to focus on Marcus and take his next 2 attacks. So let's see here. He is going to pick Marcus up and do one of his iron punches, his iron fist. This is
To Marcus?
That's a nat 20. So that is okay. I don't think Marcus can. He's going to disadvantage on that. It's going to be 8d8 plus 10, or I guess I'll just double whatever that is. So okay, let me see what Marcus gets as a
Winnie,
save.
you just got him up, right?
Before we do damage.
Yes,
Winnie gave him
had-
health. He is not standing.
Yeah, I got him out
so-
of death saves and gave him 9
Right,
hit
right.
points.
Yes.
But he's not
So
like...
so the king just punches down at him.
He pulled him
Yeah, he
up
literally
and then punched
pulled
him.
him-
Yeah.
But yeah, he has picked him up by the neck and has basically, like a tennis player, tossed Marcus and then punched him to try to send him flying. Marcus got a 7, which does not beat the 15 that we were looking for. So Marcus is going to fly 60 feet.
Wait, did he take his +5? Because he's within
I
within 10 feet of me.
I think that
that's
just
gonna
makes it an
help him.
11.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Never mind.
He
Sorry.
still wouldn't have made it. So he's gonna fly 60 feet. He's gonna take. Let's see, Jesus. 15, 26, 36 points of damage. He's gonna be downed again. He's not dead or anything. But like I said, let's see where he lands, because he is going to be 60. Yeah. Okay. So he is going to go flying down the stairs. And the king is... Let's see what else he has here. Where is your weird thing? After one of the attacks, the Durgar can move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. So the Durgar is going to essentially almost like push away everyone else that is maybe on the side there, and he is going to go walking down the steps towards Marcus, seemingly singularly focused on the fire genasi. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Wait,
30.
can I use my opportunity attack?
No, that's literally what the ability is he does not provoke opportunity attacks after he makes an
Damn,
attack.
That's contradictory to Sentinel.
I know. This is
Golly.
this is the it is
got
part
me.
of Durgar Despot. I do apologize because I do know that there's abilities that come with this. But yeah,
You got me.
For multi-attack, he makes 2 Iron Fist attacks, 2 Stomping Foot attacks. After one of the attacks, he can move up to his speed without provoking opportunity attacks, and he can replace one of them with a Flame Jet, which he didn't do on this turn. Let's see. I think the only thing he's going to do before he goes after Marcus, I think he'll just use his last Stomping Foot attack on Winnie. Why not? She's right there. So, Winnie, that is a...
Is he still big, out of curiosity? This doesn't affect anything.
He never became big.
I couldn't
he actually
remember.
doesn't. Yeah, he does not have
That's
that
what he
ability.
doesn't have. That's right.
Yeah. So Winnie, that's an 18
So we're about
plus
the
9.
same size?
You are almost the same height. Absolutely.
Oh. For whatever
Um,
reason, I thought he was huge.
It's
He's
because
got
it
a lot of
feels
armor
like
on him, and he's very hefty, but
Yeah,
he is
yeah.
still a dwarf. Like, at the end of the day, he is still shorter than Proximus, but he's punching like the
big
Hulk.
vibes, but physically, yeah.
Yeah.
Winnie, it's another 15 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Okay.
And I think that's where we are going to end that turn order. We're back to the top with Acacia.
So, quick question. Before I take my turn, I'm like seeing what's happening with Marcus and the king, and I just like yell at everybody, "Hey, do you all got the king and Marcus?"
Yeah. We're probably fine.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do something a little silly.
Mm-hmm.
Are you 1v1ing the dragon?
No. I'm going to cast Conjure Animals, Derek.
Okay.
And I am going to cast it so I can summon 2 beasts of challenge 1 or lower. And what happens is, like, right above the dragon conjures and, like, Starlight 2 giant octopuses that fall on top of it.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll initiative unless you want them to just go on my turn. It says I roll initiative.
I think it's easy enough for them just to go on your turn.
Cool.
Giant octopus.
And
Right. And yep, CR1. Okay. Good boys.
they're gonna both attack.
Uh-huh.
Actually, no, it's still my turn. Hold on. So I summon those guys, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to do the my little ability to, you know, pew pew with my wild shape. That's gonna be
Your little Abila pony. Yes.
my little Bill pony. Yep.
Yes.
That is a 17 on the die.
Yes. What's your
+9.
so? Oh yeah. The brass dragon has an AC of 18.
Okay, I wasn't sure what that was. So I got a total of 9 points of damage from that.
Okay.
And then
Very
my
nice.
octopi are going to attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got... Oh, I think they both hit. So a 15 plus 5 is 20, and then the 13 plus 5, which is 18.
I'm so sorry. I'll ask you that one more time here. I'm just trying to make sure I have his...
I got an
Current
18 and a
damage.
dirty 20.
Okay, then yes, both will hit.
Okay,
Yes.
so the damage is 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points of damage, and it is grappled twice.
Okay. Okay. So 17 in total. Okay, so...
It is an escape DC 16, but it is grappled twice.
Okay, doke.
So it is restrained.
Sure is. Okay.
Its speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus speed. Attacks against it have advantage, and its attacks have disadvantage, and it has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So y'all just... 2 giant octopi.
Okay, cool.
I wish I can specify that they're blue ring octopi, but
Oh, okay.
can't.
Those are typically tiny, so seeing giant ones is horrifying.
terrifying. I was thinking more of the poison, but you know.
Okay.
Can they be
Cool.
blue ring octopus? Can they look
Sure,
like that?
then be whatever you want.
They're pretty.
Okay, I'm going to use one of the Brass Dragon's legendary actions then. We're going to do, so we have 3, this is going to cost 2. This is a wing attack. So the dragon is going to, while the octopuses are grappling it, try to shake them off by extending these. If you've ever seen a brass dragon, their wings almost extend all the way down to their tail. They're very cool looking. This one's pretty messed up looking. But it is going to try to flap these massive wings and shake the octopuses off. So I will need Acacia, both of the octopuses. I think that's everybody. I just need a...
Is this one attack?
Yeah, it's. I guess technically it's an attack. It's each creature within 10 feet of the dragon must succeed on DC 19 dexterity saving throw, or take bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone. The dragon can then fly up to half of its flying speed.
Yeah. No,
So-
I was just thinking, like, mechanic-wise, if it uses its attack action Because I
It's
think
well, it's a legendary action.
Oh, I
so
see. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
yeah. It's kind of just he's got 3 of them. This is going to cost 2. So DC 19 dexterity saving throw from both you and the octopuses, please.
Are the octopi in range of Proximus
What's Proximus's range?
for the aura?
10 feet for the aura of protection.
So not for the octopuses.
No, but
unfortunately.
I am in range. So
You would have,
mine
yes.
for me, it is a 16 plus whatever Proximus offers, so 21.
That's
I
more
think.
than enough. Mm-hmm.
And then the octopi is you said it was a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity of 19.
I don't think they're gonna make it, unfortunately. Unfortunately, neither of them make it.
Okay. So the octopuses are shaken off. I'm still seeing if I can find. Well, this says Kraken on it, so here's hoping. That's close enough. That's good enough. We'll pop 2 of those down there. So I'm going to put 2 Kraken, 2 giant octopuses.
They are size category large,
Yes, I'm gonna see if I can size
which is
them.
even more
Dang.
terrifying.
That is awesome. Yeah.
Do they take damage, or are they just?
They do. I will get that damage to you here
I take
momentarily.
damage.
I don't believe you do. You, let's see. Yes, succeed or take. So the octopuses are going to take, let's see, 15 points of bludgeoning damage. And they are prone, although what's prone for an octopus? I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't say they're immune to prone, but like, what is prone for an octopus?
Right, they're kind of just like all legs. So I'm going to put them
Arms.
essentially just like right there. And then the dragon is going to, let's see, what is its speed? So it typically has a flight speed of 80. It's going to fly up 40 feet, which I think is still within reach of Acacia. I guess it'd be maybe like if you have anything that reaches 10 feet, you'd be able to reach that because you would be about 30 feet tall. And then it would just have about 10 feet between you. So we'll say the dragon is 10 feet up, not restrained.
I can smack it because it's leaving my range, right? Did I get an attack of op?
It doesn't say that, but I'm going to say yes.
Okay, then I'm going to.
You didn't take
attack
the damage, you didn't get knocked prone, so yes.
Cool. I'm going to attack it with my sword, please.
Go for it.
My Dragon Slayer short
Yes!
sword.
Mhm.
Okay,
I drew that for a reason.
All right, let's go. It's like a plus 11. That is a 18.
18 is exactly what you need.
Cool. So since it's the Dragon Slayer short sword, the dragon takes an extra 3d6 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And if you're, I don't know if you still have rogue levels, but you should be at sneak attack with this as well because they are flanked.
I'm going to add 2 extra d6. So that's 66 plus 6. Thank you for my sneak attack. Because I forgot.
Mm.
I rolled really low, unfortunately.
It's okay.
17 total.
17. Okay. Still pretty good, all things told. Okay. All right. Cool.
If I jump, I can probably hit it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like I said, it's just outside of your normal reach. If you were to jump up, I think you'd be able to hit it for sure. Cool. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
Cool. Proximus, we are to you. 2 giant octopuses have attacked a dragon, been shaken loose, and you've seen Acacia slash pretty successfully at a dragon which is taken to the sky. The despot has essentially face-palmed you as it has, very, again, Terminator-like, not to reference that movie too much, been stomping down the steps, almost like leaving cracks in the stone of how heavy this being seems to be, just walking down towards Marcus's limp, unconscious body, which is landed 60 feet to the south of the map.
Definitely not going to allow that to happen. So Proximus is going to chase the king.
Yep.
He's going to move actually between his movement and I zoomed out. too far. Marcus, where is Marcus? I don't even see his.
Just
little
keep
more
going.
south.
He's 30
He's
feet
there.
south.
Oh,
of-
okay.
Yeah. Just
Say
keep
less.
going.
I
I'll
just measured it.
I'm gonna go as on the other side of the king to kind of get in his way, and make 4 strikes with my. So I'm just gonna roll for hits right now.
For sure.
Just try to make it faster. So that is 25
Yep.
to hit. That is 27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 22 hit?
22 does not.
Okay. And a 28. 28 hit?
28 does. Yep.
Okay. All right. So I got 3 hits.
Yeah, AC of 23.
Ooh. I'm going to use 1 5th level Divine Smite and then 2 4th level Divine Smites on this guy. So my regular hits are going to be the regular damage. That's 11. I should be writing this down.
Okay, I'll type it out. So you got 11.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart. I should have done that. 15.
Okay.
And 8.
Okay. Is any of that magical damage?
That's all from a magical weapon.
Okay, but it's, I guess, what's the damage from your smite is what I'm asking.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to roll now.
Cool.
'Cause
Okay.
it's
So that'll be
too-
all normal
too
damage.
many
Your smite
D8s.
will be, your smite will be halved.
Okay. Oh. Did I notice that? From
I think he's taken less damage from like Scarlett's attacks before as well.
Mhm.
So yeah, he's taking less damage from magical spells and effects. I'm not gonna. It doesn't say magical weapons, so I'm not gonna penalize that. But yeah, it does say resistance to damage from magical spells, magical effects.
So that's 29 points of
Okay.
what is Divine Smite? Radiant damage.
Mm-hmm. So
And
we'll
then-
say 15. So 49 points in total. Yeah, I mean, a lot of damage for sure.
37 points of radiant damage on the second hit.
Okay. So let's see. 37, 2. So another 19 on top of that. So that's 68 in
And then
damage in total.
one more.
Uh-huh.
That's 16. 14, that's 30. 34, 36 points of radiant damage on that one.
36.
God, that would have been
So,
like
another
so much
18.
damage.
Okay. Plus 18. 86 in total. Yeah, pretty solid hits there, Proxy. Looking real rough again. Let's see, what even is that? That's like seems to be barely hanging on kind of hits.
And then I am going to use 2 sorcery points again for my. With haste, is it I get another action to hit, but not. But I could use my bonus action still, right?
I'm not 100% on haste. Let me look it up.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, I
so
gotta-
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
get
it's not with a
a
space.
doubled speed, +2 AC, advantage on dex saves, and gains an additional action on each of its turns. But it
Yeah,
can
that-
only be used to take the attack with one
Attack.
weapon attack only, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Right.
Mhm.
But you can still use your bonus action. That's still
I can
part
still
of your
use my
turn.
bonus
Yeah.
action. Okay, so I want to use 2 sorcery points to What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I like no spell slots left. I guess firebolt.
Okay.
Gosh.
Solid choice.
Oh, I'll do lightning lore. Yeah, psych. I'll
Cool.
do lightning lore. So that's a strength saving throw of 18.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll get it, but
Yes, that is a 19. He has a +5.
da-da-da. Do you take any damage if you? Yeah, you still get the damage. You just don't get pulled.
Okay. What's the damage on that?
7. 13 points of lightning damage.
Okay. So looking real rough. Still standing. Okay. Anything else for your turn, Proxy?
That's it. That was a long turn.
Well,
Sorry.
all right. Marcus is going to make a death save. That is a 16. That is one success for Marcus.
Yay!
And Winnie, it is your turn.
Quick question. When a creature is frightened, it cannot run itself like off a cliff, right?
Yeah, it's not going to actively endanger itself.
Yeah, okay. I was pretty sure, but I was like, are we thinking about Dominaria? I and little Jeffrey, of course, are gonna come up behind the king, which I'm hoping gives me a little bit of an advantage. For when I steal his potions belt.
Okay.
That's what I want to try and do. Either, frankly, I'm fine just cutting it off. I don't know how you imagine it like being on him. So that would change like.
Imagine it's kind of like part of his armor, you know. But yeah, you could try to cut it off of him, or you could do a sleight of hand. I think either way, it's going to be a sleight of hand, which I know
Yeah.
kind of like goes into your tool belt, no pun intended. But yeah, go ahead and give me. I'm going to do a. I guess I'll do a deck. He has -3 to dex, so I see this
That's
as being
okay.
probably successful to you.
Do
But
I
yeah,
get advantage because I'm behind him and he's distracted?
no.
All right. And I would also like to like drop it just into little Jeffrey's mouth if possible, if I am successful, but that's a 22. Winnie's pretty good at it. I'm gonna use my flash of genius to say it's a 27.
Rolled a 16 -3, so the
Didn't
potion
need that
belt
flash of genius.
falls into Jeffrey's mouth, and like a giant spaghetti noodle, just he goes, got it.
And I'm
I
like,
mean,
where'd that tongue come
got
from?
it.
Yeah. I do not want to provoke an opportunity attack, so I am going to swear at Marcus and give him
He just puts up a like an unconscious middle finger at you.
I know. I'm gonna give him my one healing word. 6 points of health.
Okay, 6 points of health. Alrighty.
He's just like seeing that like bright light in the tunnel, and then it just like keeps going away, and he's back.
He's getting like yoinked back.
Yeah, yeah,
God, he's just getting like ping ponged back and forth.
yeah. And honestly, like I know he's got 3 like rounds or whatever, but I need Scarlett to focus on whatever she's doing. So as long as he's looking somewhat alive, even if barely, I think that will just help.
It is Scarlett's turn.
It is Scarlett's turn. It's Scarlett is just
go.
seething. I would like to twin the spell.
Okay.
And I would like to cast Disintegrate on the king and the brass dragon.
Okay.
This literally takes the majority of my sorcery points.
What is the DC for that?
It's a dex save, and they have to beat an 18.
18. Okay.
This is literally my only level 6 spell.
Let me know what they get on the dice, Derek, because I have my wheel that I can use. So I guess I check the range, that's all.
So the king does get advantage because of his magic resistance. I don't believe the dragon does. It has legendary resistance. If it fails a saving throw, it can choose to succeed instead. So I am going to use a legendary resistance for the dragon as I rolled a 10.
Son of a
For
bitch.
the Duragar, how many advantages do I have?
Derek!
I think you have 3. Are you
I think I have
using
3. Well, that was a 16. That's an 11, so I'm going to use 1. And that is a nat 20.
Oh, that's an automatic success, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know why I rolled that. It doesn't work.
So if I
anyway.
use my thing to make you go subtract, it won't work, will it?
I want to say yes, but it's more fun to say no.
Yeah.
For me, yeah.
So you'll let me use... Wait, he had a -3 to dex already?
He had a -3 to dex, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use my wheel for cosmic reaction, for my reaction. So got to roll a d6 and minus that.
Okay. Well, what I was saying is I think because with when he got the nat 20, I
Okay.
think we're going to keep the nat 20.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah,
Because
no biggie.
I
Sorry.
think
Sorry,
you all
you're good.
fighting the king is more fun in my opinion.
Sorry, I misunderstood what you said. That's my bad.
I should have been more clear. That was on me as well.
You're good.
Okay. So Scarlett goes to channel a disintegrate spell. Marcus looks up and goes, "I thought it was a good idea."
It was.
It was.
It was a genius idea.
In the psychic
It was.
link, you hear the cheer, and then
That's definitely not helping at all.
Yeah.
and I saw the roll. Oh no!
Cool. Okay. Scarlett, anything else for your turn?
Cry.
There's nope, nope, just angry.
Okay.
Angry siren.
Okay. That's always a free action. It is the Brass Dragon's turn. Brass Dragon is going to, let's see here. Let's do... That would be interesting. Okay. I think it's going to be able to get... Let's see... No, come on, help me out here. I need measurement. Yes.
Oh,
more than enough,
God damn it.
Percy. Okay. Okay, so I will need from Scarlett, Jeffrey, the octopuses, and I will handle Dominaria. I am going to need a DC 18 con save.
From my baby boy?
The octopus?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I think I might know what's
DC what?
18 con. Dominaria got a nat 20. She is fine.
Nice.
Both
Why
octopi fail.
Why can't she roll that for her fear?
It doesn't matter that he's not on the ground, right?
It does not. No, the dragon is in the air. He's going to do a breath weapon almost pointed downwards as a 60-foot cone. So I am pointing the cone downwards.
It's an 11 for my little guy.
Okay.
Got the 19 on my reroll.
Oh
So
wait, did Winnie also?
am I not hit? Am I not hit?
You were part of that as well, Acacia. I'm sorry if I
okay.
didn't say that.
No, it's fine.
Also, little Jeffrey and I are like right next to each other. Do I have to?
Are you? No, you're down next to the king.
That's
Yeah,
where little
you're-
Jeffrey is too. I can't
Oh,
move
never mind. Little Jeffrey's fine.
Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry.
Because I dropped the belt in his mouth.
Acacia
Sorry.
is going to use an advantage
Okay.
because I got a 3. And that's not great.
That is correct.
I still did poorly. It's fine.
Okay. So Scarlett, you did succeed though, right?
Barely.
Barely. Okay. Scarlett, you remain conscious. Acacia and the octopuses are all going to fall asleep as the dragon breathes out this like huff of noxious gas that just like your vision blurs instantly, and with this thump, this giant centaur collapses into a slumber.
Yup.
So the dragon has used its sleepy time breath, its sleep breath. Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm technically. Oh
Yeah.
nope, I'm thinking elves. I'm not.
Yeah, elves can't be put magically to sleep.
I was
I
thinking fae.
Weirdly, little Jeffrey could be.
That's weird.
Well, I was thinking he has a sleep mode, so I was going to say it activated
Yeah.
his sleep mode.
He's immune to poison and
Yeah.
exhaustion and poison, but not
Right.
sleepiness.
Okay, I think it doesn't say. It says you can use dispersable presence, breath weapons. I'm going to say if I use a breath weapon, that's a turn. I think doing otherwise would not be necessarily fair.
Yeah.
So breath weapon done. That's it for the dragon. Dominera is going to continue trying to run, really with nowhere to go. I'm going to take her off the map a little bit, but she will be able to do her save at the end. And that's another nat 20 for Dominera. Dominera is no longer afraid.
Nice.
And I think Scarlett, like, through the sleeping octopuses, you see her just, like, stop, like, skid to a halt, and then her fists clench, and she tenses, and she just, like, turns around at the dragon.
Yes.
Bitch, I'm coming for you.
Yes.
Okay, with that is her turn, though. So it is now King Malvor's turn. I do that every... Malvor's turn. My mouth doesn't like that. Proximus, he is going to take another punch at you. I'm going to see if I can get another...
What is it? A strength save? You said.
It is a strength save of 17, if I can hit you. That is 3 nat 20s in a row. What's up? I shouldn't be that proud to be hitting you guys, but you guys do a lot of damage to me sometimes. Okay, it was my birthday. Okay, so
He's just a little guy. He's just a little GM.
so Proximus, I will need DC 17 strength saving throw, and then I will give you some damage.
Do I need 3? Is that what you said?
Shit.
3 separate ones?
No, it's just
Or
one
just
saving
one?
throw. He's just hitting you once. Yeah.
Derek,
27.
I'm asleep. I can't hold on concentration to conjure animals, so get rid of my octopi.
Oh, I didn't. Okay,
no.
I didn't realize that was concentration. Okay.
And he's like, "Hi, friends. Bye, friends."
And you
They
said you rolled
wave with all
three-
their legs.
You said you rolled 3 nat 20s.
I rolled 3 nat 20s, but that's 2 for Dominera and then 1 for the king. So that's what I was saying. I rolled 3 in a row overall, not just for the king himself.
I think I do drop concentration though, because it's a crit. Yeah.
He does do, what is that?
I can't even roll
44 points of damage to you.
I don't think
Unless
a
I
crit
get
is
a
an
nat 20.
auto. Yeah.
Yeah, unless I get
It's
a nat
still
20.
on you.
Yeah.
Oh, nope. And then I get an advantage. So nope.
Are you using one of your advantages?
Sure. Yeah.
Wait, and did you use Bardic Inspiration?
Oh,
Which
Well,
is a plus.
it depends on the
6.
damage. So I'm imagining that it's probably over 20 points of damage.
Yeah, it's 44 points of damage.
Oh yeah.
Because I definitely can't roll higher than that.
Yeah, probably not.
But I will use a one of my advantages to re-roll. What was the damage again? Sorry.
44.
44.
Did you succeed on the strength save?
Yes, I did. It was 27.
Okay, great. Cool.
Um,
Okay.
I'm going to roll one more time. Dope. That was it. Yep. Drop my haste.
Okay. In that case, the king is going to, again, using his multi-tack feature, he is going to bypass you and continue walking towards Marcus, still prone on the ground. He is going to use one of his stomps on Marcus.
Dang, man.
There we go. So,
Because it's not
that is-
technically like a disengage, is it? Because it's his feet.
it's just part of his like multi-attack feature.
So no attack of
it's-
opportunity.
This is
No attack of opportunity.
no
if
attack
if he
of
after
yeah.
one of the attacks, the Duragar can move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. It's part of his action. It's like in the description of his multi attack.
Gosh.
So Marcus is going to take 3d10 because he is prone.
Wait, Tangent said. Oh, sorry.
ahead,
Tangent
what's
said a 22 for concentration. I rolled a 23, but
then you
thought I
maintain.
had to roll. I thought I had to roll the damage.
Oh no, I think it's half the damage.
half the damage.
Half the
Thank
damage,
you,
yes.
Tangent.
Nice job,
Gosh,
dude.
I'm still hasted.
Appreciate your help, Tangent. Nice job to Michael. So let's see. The stomp, that's +5. So 24 points to Marcus, which is going to take him out again.
No.
And then he is going to do his second stomp on Marcus, which is going to be just a failure, death save failure. And then he is going to pick up Marcus once again, and he is going to lift him by the neck, Marcus, not conscious for this one, and he is going to take a punch. He does turn back to look at Proximus. He looks back at Winnie. He locks eyes with Scarlett for just a second, and there's this smirk that crosses his face as he gurgles up a little bit more potion and turns back to Marcus as he sends Marcus flying for another 30 feet. Let's see here. Actually, I'm gonna use the advantage. I'm gonna see if I can send Marcus into lava.
Okay, you are down
And
to
that'll do
one
it.
advantage.
Let's notice he said advantage and not black spot.
But you rolled and it was successful. You just said that'll do it, right?
I did. You will watch as Marcus's limp body is sent flying just beyond the border of the bridge itself, and goes tumbling into the lava below. And that's where we're going to take our break. So stick around. We'll be back in about 10 to 15 if Kaila, which is not enough time for Kaila to drive over here and kill me. We'll be back
Fucking
shortly.
crying. Are you kidding me?
I gotta go.
Sorry, look, he hangs on for 1 second. He goes, "Fly, you fools!" and then he drops in. Does that helpful?
Kayla, if you leave now, you can get there before the end of stream.
Mare.
Really, Derek.
Oh no, in the psychic link. Just static.
It's more of like a cindery boiling sound.
We're going to break.
No,
Goodbye.
no. No one can hear anything because Acacia's not awake to switchboard.
That's right. Your switchboard's off. Yeah. You
thing
just
is
hear
gone.
Acacia's dreams, which is just like her dad's going, "Hey, honey, blueberry pancakes, and also here's an octopus." And she's like, why is there an octopus? Oh, it's Octopus Day. Didn't you know? It's all of Acacia's like neurons just
We need to
firing
go to
off.
break so I can go have a mental breakdown.
Okay, bye
One of your
everybody.
dads is a Duragar. Yeah,
Hey,
we'll be back soon.
Bye.
Stick around.
Drink your drinks.
Oh no.
Vast and welcome back to Horizon's Call, everybody. Things are totally fine here. Things are totally normal. Kaila hasn't pledged to end my life several times already. No, in fact, we have a lot of trust because we're friends, and nothing can break that friendship, even if I kill her game boyfriend. Who's saying he's dead? Where's the body? No body, no crime, no drama. That's what Humblewood says. I don't know why you all can't be Humblewood all the time. No, I can't compare my children. Okay, let's jump back into combat here.
You can compare us to Harbingers, though. Same universe.
I can't compare you to
Yeah,
Harbingers.
that's
And
true.
you're all very weird children. You've all like going through your goth phase right now.
Except
You're
Acacia.
slightly preppier.
Scarlett
But,
did
yeah.
that in season 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're going through your prep. Like you're all wearing a Hollister right now.
Okay.
We're all sending DMs to Derek. Papa, am I your bestest? Am I your favorite?
Imagine
I
Acacia
Oh,
in
We all
those
know.
goth shorts with all like the pants with the hanging buckles.
The Jinko jeans, yeah. How do Centaurs wear Jinko jeans? Where do the chains go?
We all know
Yeah.
that I am
Hot,
the favorite.
hot
and
topic,
that is
My
why-
Little Pony.
Let's
That is why
go.
Derek is torturing me.
Hot Trotic.
There we go.
It's, I don't know. Yeah, there's something
Hot
there.
to trot it.
Hot to Trotic, yeah. Okay, great. Let's start at the beginning of the order with Acacia. Acacia, you are a sleepies.
Hi, sleepy.
Let's see.
What do I gotta do? Can I wake
let's
up?
See. So,
please.
each creature in the air must succeed on a d6 falling conscious for 10 minutes. The effect ends for a creature if the creature takes damage or someone uses an action to wake it up. I'm so sorry, you are still asleep. Okay, next then we have Proximus.
Okay, so I don't like everybody asleep. So
it's just me.
Oh,
But you're big.
Is it just you?
It's just
Yes.
me.
Yeah,
The
the
octopi
octopus disappeared. Yeah, it's
Oh,
just
because you were
it's just
asleep.
Acacia. Yeah,
Sleepy.
Scarlett's still up. Winnie and Jeffrey are still up.
And Dominara.
Would that be considered charmed?
Yes.
It is.
No, sleep is a
Oh.
separate effect.
Okay.
out.
Then I can't do anything for it.
Okay. Unless you want to like throw a rock at Acacia.
Proximus is screaming at this point. I cannot be the only himbo. I'm gonna hurt this king.
Yeah, King Melvor has, after like punching, like right in the solar plexus, like right in the sternum, punched Marcus and sent him flying, just like ragdolling into the lava below. And he just kind of wipes his hands and then shrugs these massive armored shoulders and goes to turn back to all of you. So that's kind of what you have in front of you here.
Yeah, and then as soon as he turns around, there's a Proximus and floating above him. Well, I'll just say levitating, because I'm gonna fly towards him because it's more dramatic.
Okay. It sure is.
And that's if not one thing. Proximus is dramatic. And he's gonna take 4 swipes.
Okay.
All right.
You might not even need to.
So that is a 29 to hit.
29 hits. He has 5 hit points left. So if you would like to
this
save
doesn't
those for
change.
something
This
else.
doesn't change anything to me.
Okay, all right.
Use every bit of
24
damage.
to hit.
Yep.
Another 29 to hit.
Yep.
And a 22. You said 22 doesn't.
22 does not. No, it's 23 AC.
So he's going to use a divine smite. It's 23 points of damage, and then
Okay.
you see like he slices down and he sticks the like stabbing down at him because he's smaller and he's levitating, and he wants to pin him to the ground with the glaive just downward, and then you see him just continue to punch. Like after he hits twice, that's another 15 points of damage and 10 points of damage. But then as he slices 3 times, then he's just going to continue to punch down at the goop at wherever his face was.
You continue punching until like your knuckles are just covered in like this almost like glowing like black light-esque black blood. There's like teeth that are lodged into your knuckles, and while on the verge of death, his face just not even a face anymore. You see him cough out this bit of goop, and in Dwarvish, this one eye turns to you, nearly out of its. I apologize if this is a line, but nearly dislodged from its socket, and he looks at you and he says, "Why don't you go swimming with your friend?" And you have taken him down to 0 hit points for the last time, so he is going to explode. So Proximus, again, no save. This is his psychic engine, which is what's typically called for a despot. I'm going to just make this force damage because that makes more sense for what I've kind of restyled him as. And you are going to take 30, I think it's just, 30 points of force damage as his body literally just magically just explodes outward with this blast of force. All of the potions kind of, there's that joke, that older joke about like, hey, you know, when you drink different liquors, they all come into the bar and kind of ruin the bar. Like that's him with potions. Like he had a real bad tummy ache and it wasn't anything that Pepto-Bismol was going to deal with, and everything just finally, like the alchemy lab inside of his lower intestine just couldn't take it anymore, and the pressure just burst outwards. So there's shrapnel of armor, there's bits of, again, bone and teeth and beard and Duragar just everywhere over like a 25-foot radius. So you take the 30 points of force damage.
You see Proximus is screaming a guttural scream as he's punching. He still continues to punch down at the ground where the king was, and it almost like the shadow just encapsulates him. You see from the rib cage that was surrounding him, the 30-foot rib cage, you see the rest of the upper part of a skeleton of just start to emerge from the rib cage. So you know, arms. You see a head that looks oddly like a skeleton of a Triton.
Incredible. And thus ends.
That's it.
Yeah, thus ends the reign of King Melvor Mornblighten. Okay, next up is Winnie.
Oh, I thought Marcus. Oh, right.
I wasn't going to say it. That's
Wow.
salt in the wound.
Look, some of us cope with humor. Okay. So, there's nothing I can do with that. Acacia's asleep, and the dragon is still angry, and Dominaria is fine.
Also angry.
Cat's in the cradle with a silver spoon. Little boy Boo on the end of the way.
Yep. Okay.
Dad? Sorry.
Can I move him now? I'm not on the right screen. Nope. Little Jeffrey would like to use his action to poke Acacia awake.
Okay.
Like, that's no damage or anything, right? He can just use his action
I believe it says, double check.
He'll do his little, like... I really have to
slap
teach
my
him to
face?
not slap
Someone uses
faces.
an action to wake it. So yes.
Yeah.
Little Jeffrey flies up and just pop, 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 on like a giant Acacia's face. He sticks a whole hand up her nose.
No. Oh, and he probably can do it too because I'm so big.
Yeah.
I hate that.
He says, Mom says you can pick your friends and you can pick your nose. Oh no, you can't pick your friend's nose. Darn it.
Too late.
He uses his bonus action to willfully misremember what I've taught him.
Eva, you are not in Google Meets anymore.
Nope. Sure not. One moment. I just need to find the link.
You can
That's
do
weird.
it.
That's sure weird. So apparently I'm just gonna keep talking.
There you go.
Incognito.
You can do this.
You are incognito. Eva, you are so neato.
Yeah.
Incog or otherwise.
Why does incognito mode ask me if I want to sign in?
All right, just unmute and we are Gucci. There we go. Let's go.
Listen, we're not going to tell anybody, but we'd really like to know, what are you into?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
You're
you're back.
incognito? Tell me more.
Thank you, Shadow.
Thank you for that heads up. I will leave it not minimized, I guess. Or low. Okay, so I'm gonna get out for flavor my crossbow. I mean, I already
Okay.
had it out, really.
What does your crossbow taste like? Is it vanilla?
Probably.
I'm so sorry I asked. Please just do your
Yeah,
action.
you are.
Yeah.
Yep. So flavor-wise, that's what I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna have we're gonna Hawkeye this. I think I did this earlier with something else.
Be the worst
Attached.
Avenger?
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. He was my favorite when I was a kid.
Winnie would not make a great Avenger, but I do think this is a good way of like flavoring like half of her weird attacks. So like with a little vial of some greenish blackish liquid, she's just gonna probably regret this. Hopefully she lives to regret it. She's gonna shoot an upcasted ray of sickness at the dragon.
Okay.
Which
What
is
do I need to roll?
a 22 to hit, so I needed to hit. And then it's a Constitution saving throw 18.
On 18 has a +10 to con.
Well, that
There's a 9 + 10. There's a success.
balls. Okay, so
Dragon balls.
on
Can we not think of those, please?
What about Goku? If you think about it, like Marcus probably looks a little bit like Yamcha right now, just like oh. Hold on.
I mean,
Michael gets the reference.
Fucking Krillin. Yeah.
where am I?
Jeez.
Oh, I'm not that close. I'm going to give for my bonus action Scarlett Bardic Inspiration. And I think it's just going to be little Jeffrey singing "You Can Do It," just in like his weird little DJ voice.
I thought
Which
you were
doesn't
gonna say
sound
my
anything
heart
like
will
that.
go on.
It's
and I'll have to leave
auto-tuned.
the Zoom call.
Sounds like T-Pain.
Yes. Yes.
I like that through all of this, Winnie hasn't left the stink cloud, so probably like the fart is really setting
She
into
has
the
not
clothing.
noticed at
Yeah.
all. Yeah, no.
Oh, look
there's
at this like aesthetic like smoke to make me look cool.
Yeah. It's very much like just standing in mustard gas and just like, this is fine.
actually, to be clear,
Spicy.
the king is dead, right? So
The king is dead. Long live the king.
I
No.
am gonna move next to Proximus just to kind of get out of, like, further away from the dragon, and also back into his aura until he moves. And then that's it for my turn.
All right. Okay, Scarlett, it is your turn.
You get 9 temporary hit points once
Yeah,
you move
'cause-
into 30.
That'll help me. I am gonna take all my 30-foot of movement, and that will put me here.
Okay.
I'm not gonna jump in the lava. Because that sounds like it would be a bad time for everyone involved. I would like to, one, not trip going down the stairs. Two, grab onto my necklace and say the word that I'm sure Scarlett can say, but Kaila cannot. And I would like to do the thing that it does.
Okay. Would you like to describe that, or would you like me to describe it?
I trust you.
Okay. So, saying the word that Scarlett cannot, or that Scarlett can say but Kayla cannot, a word that Scarlett has learned from Marcus when he gave her this necklace, a word that he kind of spelled out phonetically and was very specific about saying, only say this word with this necklace on you if you absolutely need it to happen, because once you do, I can't guarantee what will happen next. This was given to me by my mother, and she said it was a gift from my father. I never knew my father, but it is the only thing I have of him. It is a thing I have from her, and I wanted you to have it because she said the same thing I'm saying to you, which is that in dire times, this will be something to help you. And Scarlett, you speak this Ignan word, and you feel a force, almost like a crack in the necklace itself. And out of that crack stems a blaze, an inferno, almost like you're casting a fire spell, like a flamethrower erupting from the necklace itself. But that flame seems to manifest and grow and take shape and form. And in moments, you see before you, you feel the heat on your face, this writhing, rippling form of living flame. A full-sized fire elemental has manifested before you. And faceless, but still you can almost like see where the face would be within this living immolation, looks to you, and you swear that it puts its arms out and it bows. And you have control of a fire elemental for as long as you can maintain it, I will say. I will basically say it's going to go on your turn. So after your turn, or before, however you wish. But this is something you control. So what would you like? What would you like your fire elemental to do? And do you have any bonus actions or anything else you would like to do?
I do not have any bonus actions that would be beneficial to literally anyone. The only word I'm gonna get out is just help, and telepathically will just the idea is there, but the words are not, and it's literally just going to be fetch.
Fetch?
For lack of better word.
She's in shock, okay?
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
I mean,
so you were
works. It applies.
You're asking the fire elemental to go after Marcus.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't go on the lava, but it can.
Okay, so fire elementals have a movement of 50 feet. They essentially do kind of like hover a little bit, can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch wide. You can enter a hostile creature space and stop there. Okie doke. So, the fire elemental, with your command, almost becomes like a fire tornado, like this pillar of flame, and arches upwards and over, dashing if it has to, and dives into the magma where you saw Marcus go. Anything else for your turn?
You know, the stairs seem like a good place to just kind of sit.
Sure. Yeah. Stairs are great.
I'm gonna be useless. I'm so sorry.
Chairs you can walk on. Okay, great. So, next up is Brass Dragon's turn. Acacia, you are no longer asleep.
I am on the ground still, though. Can I pretend to be asleep still?
Sure. Yeah, why not? The dragon, I'm not gonna do that to you. The dragon, still maintaining its distance from you, is going to line up, I think, just about right here. And it is going to do its classic flame breath, because I believe you all... Yeah,
it's gonna hit for you.
Everybody but Scarlett. So, everybody but Scarlett, I will need a DC 18 dexterity saving throw.
And I'm prone. I love that.
Yeah, so disadvantage, unfortunately.
Okay.
When you get a +5. What was it? Dexterity?
Dexterity, 18.
Actually, prone doesn't give me disadvantage on dex throws. Okay, so I'm just holding on.
You duck out of the way.
Well, we'll see. What is it? What do I need to roll?
DC 18 dex.
I got a 14. Okay. I think I am going to use another advantage, though. Because I'm starting to not look great. That's better. 22.
Okay.
I'm
gosh.
using my
27.
Okay.
it's a dirty 20 for me with Proximus and another flash. I'm so sorry I'm using them on myself, but
Do it.
yeah. And little Jeffrey rolled an 18 and he has evasion. So if that succeeds, he doesn't
That
take
succeeds.
then he doesn't take any damage.
So proud
Fantastic.
of our little man.
Good for him.
Good.
I also didn't move him. I don't think he had a lot of movement left.
So it sounds like everybody succeeds.
Still would have been in the cone though.
Okay. So it sounds like everybody but Jeffrey, you're going to take 29 points of fire damage.
Is that already
as you
halved?
dodge. That is halved. It was what is that? 20, what did I have it from 57. So rounded up from 57.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm at
It is
14 hit points. It's fine.
13d6. So
Wow.
that was I had some good rolls on that one. A handful of sixes there.
I think I'm the
So
lowest I've ever been.
yeah, 29 points of fire damage. As you all duck out of the way, that is it for the dragon's turn. It is Dominera's turn now, and she is very pissed. So let's see here. I want to make sure that she can do everything that she needs to do. Okay. Well, she had Indomitable. I probably should have paid more attention and had her do that earlier. Okay, so she is a champion. What does that give her? Why doesn't she... Champion. Weapon attacks. Feels like you should have more. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of attacks for her. I want to make sure... One thing here. Let's see, where's your fighting style? Action surge, martial archetype, champion, improved critical. She's got an extra attack. She's got her ability score. She's got indomitable. She's got fighting styles. Okay, I guess that's her. Okay, so she is going to use her 2 attacks, plus she is going to action surge, and that should give her 4 attacks total. Is that right? I think that's right. Okay, so... Twice to never take the attack action on your turn. Okay. She also has the extra... Okay. D&D Beyond, you're sometimes kind of confusing. There we go. All right. So she has her Trident of Certain Death, which basically says that the target can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. Not a super big worry for this dragon, but nevertheless, that's going to be a hit. That's not. That's a hit. That's a hit. So she is going to get 3. She's doing 3d10 plus 9. Okay. So Dominera is going to do 27 points of slashing or piercing damage, rather, to this dragon as she essentially tries to leap atop it. As it, she is able to run towards it, leap atop, and is stabbing into it with her trident as she is just like Xena warrior princess screaming. She's gone for. Yeah, no, she's gone from being scared to just being so mad that she was scared. So that is it for her turn. And I need to give the dragon that damage. So that was, 27. Okay. Next up, Acacia.
I have a question.
Yes.
How high is the dragon off the ground, and how high is the ceiling?
So the dragon actually landed when it made the breath attack, so it could kind of angle downwards. The ceiling, I think we established, was about 100 feet up. So the dragon is on the ground with you because it kind of hoped that you were going to stay asleep, even though I guess it saw that you were pretending to be asleep, but it was going to wake you up anyway.
And then can you move Dominera wherever she's supposed to be, please, for me?
Yes, I will do that here. 1 second. Just need...
And the last question is if you would hear me out for a slight bending of a spell.
Of course.
So I want to cast Erupting Earth. It says choose a point you can see on the ground. However, I'm thinking that is more of like a flat point. So I'm not going to do it on the wall, but can I maybe do it on the ceiling and try to get it covered in a lot of rock?
Yeah.
How
Yeah, you can do that.
how bad do I think the stability of the cavern would be if I did that?
Give me a luck roll.
It is a 20-foot cubes. Because I don't know.
Okay.
Do I know how thick it is above the thing?
You're not 100%. And you also know they've been mining quite a lot to try to find ways out.
It's not water above it, though, right?
It might be, is the reason for the luck roll.
Okay, hold on. I'm rolling. Just a d20, right?
Yes.
I got an 8.
Okay. Probably.
Probably water.
You're gonna douse this dragon if you do that.
It'd kill all
You will
of us.
absolutely collapse. Well, not
Well, not
instantly.
us. But it would, backfill all the other caverns.
It's gonna start filling the space. Yes.
Okay. I don't want that.
Okay.
I really don't want that, unfortunately.
I mean, it's kind of cool. I don't know.
It was an idea. I look like shit. So I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to point at this motherfucker and I'm going to cast Blight.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it does have a high con, so it will probably succeed. But it's a con 17.
Okay. Yeah, it's a plus 10 to con. Rolled a 13. So yeah, it's 23.
Okay, but it still takes a bunch of damage, and that's going to
Great.
be 8d8.
Okay.
I just saw it. Where is it? 8d8. Thank you, D&D Beyond, for rolling everything for me. That is 38 points of damage.
Okay.
And
Um,
then I'm going to use my rogue ability to disengage and fuck off a little bit.
okay.
I would like to do that, please.
You certainly may. Okay.
I did stand up, so I will. That takes up half of my movement, and then I will just use my other 20 feet to go a little bit. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, let me know wherever you're going. That is still a stinking cloud, by the way.
Cool. Is this like a little alcove over here that I can duck behind? Up next to where Dominaria is.
Next to where Dominaria. Yes, you have the statue there. You could kind of get like around the statue. You're still pretty big, so I'm not sure you could fit behind the statue, but you could go like over in
like
this
half
direction
cover,
here.
like half cover or something like that.
Yeah, I'd give you half cover from the dragon where the dragon is right now for sure.
Yeah, so I'll go here. That's roughly 20. There we go. I'm done.
Okay. So Dominaria has climbed atop the dragon and is stabbing at it. So as the dragon, seeing that Acacia has fled, is going to fly itself down here. It is going to bring Dominaria along with it. So it is, let's double check distance here. So we have 80 feet of flight. So the dragon has moved, oh, so many tabs. How do people do this before computers? So it is about 30 feet in the air as it comes to look down on Proximus and Winnie, and I guess technically Scarlett. Although I don't know if it's going to get its breath weapon back. It does. Okay. Actually, I have a question for you all. Tell me what you think about this, because I've never gotten a firm answer. Breath weapons. It says recharge 5 to 6. Does that mean I roll a d6 and if I get a 5 or a 6, it recharges?
Correct.
Or does that mean okay. It's not 5 to 6 turns.
It's on a d6.
Okay.
So if you roll a 5 or 6, it recharges. It's about 33% chance.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna actually ask of like, because it was Acacia's turn, right?
Yes.
So, how many rounds has this been? Because she was top of the round. Since we
3 or
started.
4?
That's a good question. We have probably been through. Because you're thinking about haste.
At least 10 rounds, right?
Total.
Well,
Probably.
no, because I started my aura
Mm-hmm.
when we came into to battle,
I
and I'm imagining
see.
that goes away. Haste, I started
This
4
combat.
rounds ago.
Right.
This combat,
I
5 rounds.
wasn't
4
sure your
rounds.
aura is something. I thought it was always something you had up.
He means
No,
the
it's-
temporary aura, like the temporary hit
Okay.
points.
Yeah,
Okay.
the temporary
Oh,
hit
that one.
points.
Okay,
The
cool.
ribcage one. Yeah.
The ribcage one. Okay, cool. That probably has dropped by now. That's something I need to be better about is tracking turn order, especially between 2 games. Okay, so the dragon now is going to try to fire breath at Winnie and Proximus. So I
So
will
as
need
it comes over, you see the skeleton reach for it, and it dissipates. My aura.
Okay, actually, am I doing this complete out of turn order? Because it was just Acacia's turn.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm going completely out of turn order. I don't know why I'm doing this. The
I thought
dragon
you had
doesn't.
a reaction.
I also thought that.
He does, and maybe that's where my brain was. But the reaction is he's going to do a legendary resistance, or not legendary resistance, legendary action. Sorry, this whole thing is just jumbled in my head. He's going to do a tail attack at Dominaria and see if he can fling her off. But that is the last of his legendary actions. So,
okay.
Tail attack. Yeah, I'll manage this. I don't think Dominaria is necessarily. He doesn't even hit Dominaria. So his tail attack fails. Dominaria stays on and continues to lodge
she's
her
still on top?
trident into the scales. Yeah, she is still riding. She's still on top of the dragon. I'm not sure riding feels
You know
more
what?
like consensual.
We love it when a woman's on top.
Yes. She has lodged her trident into the scales, like in the shoulder, and is using that to kind of like hang on as the dragon tries to buck. So I'm very sorry about turn order of the Proximus. It is your turn.
Say less. Yeah. As we do enjoy. I will use my extra movement to dash to where the dragon is. So I'm going to, I think it's like 50, 65 feet.
Yeah, with haste, your speed should be
Yeah.
doubled anyway. Yeah.
So like
So if
another
you dash, it'd be 120.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. So is your speed doubled? Wait.
Mhm.
Holy crap. Okay, so I'm not going to dash. I'm just going to get there. And
Yeah.
then and then I am going to, you can tell I haven't used haste on myself in a long time.
That's another spell I
or
don't really
ever.
see used a lot. So yeah, I don't blame
I
it.
don't
It's
use
so
it at all.
good. Why
Actually. And
don't
it is so
people
good, and I'm
use
like,
it?
It's the penalty at the end.
Oh, pff.
yeah. And I'm able to use it because of a sorcerer, I'm able to like do the quicken spell and use it as a bonus action
Hell
instead
yeah.
of
Mhm.
wasting my whole action. So I'm going to take 4 swipes. That is a 25,
Yeah.
a 24,
Those both hit.
19.
Yeah. Yep. 19 hits.
19
That's an
hits.
8.
Oh shit.
It has an 18 AC.
I'm used to the armored dwarf.
Yeah.
And that is a 15. So 3
15 doesn't-
hit. I'm gonna use.
Wait, for the 15, I was messing up earlier. I misread my thing. I actually have woe is the one that gives a penalty, but I actually had wheel, which is adding a bonus to a friend.
Okay.
So I would like to give a reaction to Proximus for that 15, please.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do I re-roll?
You roll a d6 and add that to your roll.
Oh.
Yeah, I fucked up earlier.
So, okay.
So 1d6.
So that's a 20, a dirty 20.
Oh, you got a 5 on the
Okay.
die?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
5
yeah.
on the die.
That'll do it. Force wipes hit.
Sheesh. Okay. So 4. That is 16, 21, 30, 30 even. Just slashing damage, and then I'm gonna do what was that?
That was me accidentally yeeting my crochet hook into my
Oh no!
my keyboard. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
good.
I thought it was like a change sound, like
Nope. It was just me being Butterfingers.
cha-ching. Yeah. And then so divine smite. That is 10, 18, 19, 27,
Okay.
and my last spell 11, 18, 21, 23 points of damage, and that's all I got because I only have
117 damage.
117 total.
117 total. I wish you could just do more because this thing only had 60 hit points. Okay. I'm sorry, 50 hit points. I misread. So,
Let's go.
I was like, oh, I still didn't make it. All right, I'm just gonna.
Proximus, tell me how you take out this dragon.
Because I was moving so quickly, I'm gonna go straight for the neck, slashing like 4 quick times, whomp, 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 and try to decapitate this dragon.
Absolutely, you do. Your glaive finds purchase on this elongated, abominationally brass dragon's neck, and as you slash through sinew, through bone, through like artificial scale, the head reshapes itself as it is falling to the floor, to the head of the Duragar alchemist who originally had taken this form. The rest of the body reverts back to the robed figure that you had seen, and separately, almost with like a 30-foot distance between them, because of how large the dragon was, how intense of a swipe you made, you sever head from body and finish off this alchemist.
2 decapitations in 1 combat. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I count the first one as decapitation.
The first one was just an explosion.
No, I did a decapitation. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Remember I did
Sorry, that was 2 weeks ago.
That was a couple weeks
But
ago.
yes, you did. You absolutely did.
My ride by decapitation.
That's right.
God,
Okay.
Acacia wakes up looking around, just like, where's Marcus?
Little Jeffrey right in front of her face.
Acacia was out when Marcus got thrown over.
You find yourselves in the cavernous halls of Halvaruk. You have felled the king. You have felled all of his underlings, seemingly, and even
that mean-
from.
Oh,
Please.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Would that mean that Dominaria fell because the body she was
In a
up
way,
on
like
top?
it reverts down. So like she
Proximus just
ends
wants to catch her. That's all.
Yeah,
Anamorph style.
she ends up with like a Duragar body stuck in her trident, and she's just trying to like pull it. It's stuck. But yeah, no, she gracefully, like the opening scene where Lae'zel shows up in Baldur's Gate 3, where she like does a
Yeah.
backflip and like
Oh,
never does that shit
gosh.
again. Yeah, right, like that Githyanki jump, so good. But you know, she lands gracefully with your assistance. But you look around, you have taken out the leader of this despotic force, this usurper, who sat this throne for so many hundreds of years. This dynasty that you all have felled, and even from without the halls, you hear the sounds of combat dwindling, seemingly as the sounds of the metallic cheers of the Azer cry out in victory as they seem to be gaining, if not already having fully succeeded as well. And you hear cheers of the dwarven people who seem to be led towards their own salvation. And yet within these halls, it is silent. There is a pall over everything as you all see your companion Scarlett sitting on the steps. The fire elemental has not returned from the lava from whence you sent it, and a companion seems to be lost.
I've absolutely crawled to that ledge if there is one.
There
I think it's
absolutely is.
railing, but
Yeah. Yeah, you all jumped over that. It's a broken bridge. And looking down into it, you see the bubbling, gurgling lava, all somewhat churning around itself, but no other movement besides. Is there anything any of you would like to do?
Does it look like at any point that elemental's gonna come up?
You give it a little bit of time, and Scarlet, you do notice some movement, and out of the lava, as if the lava is like boiling up for another burst, the fire elemental rises from it and flies towards you, with you looking over the ledge, and its flaming hands seem to have something in them, and it holds out both of its hands with Marcus's sword.
I don't like that.
And it says something to you in Ignan.
I have a thing for this. I have a thing for this. I have a thing. I've got brain languages.
And it, as you're trying to figure that out, it's like tilting its head, and it's like it repeats it, and it's the sound of like crackling fire, and the sound of like, you know, wood burning, or the sound of rock cracking under heat. It's the sound of steam, and it's the sound of just like that roar of heat, that roar of intense inferno, and all combined, it kind of looks at you and says it again. And it's like the head is, as far as you can tell, what the head is nodding at you and kind of pushing the sword towards you.
Can I actually use my psionic ability to mind link everybody?
That is a great question.
It should work as long as it can speak a language and has intelligence.
And it does. So yes, it should work.
Yeah, I established the creature can't use this till if you can't speak any languages. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anybody you leave out? Do you leave like Jeffrey out? Do you leave out?
I never include Jeffrey. It's basically everybody.
10.
Don't take my joke from me,
10.
Mayor. He's like, oh boy, sure hope I can take Marcus's stuff. Wait, can everyone hear me?
So I am essentially, it's the same group as before, just swapping the fire elemental for Marcus for the fire elemental.
Okay. And you hear like the sound of blazing kind of in your mind, but translating it, the psychic link, translating the words, it's a little broken at first as it's kind of getting the words, Marcus is, you're kind of piecing it together. It's like almost a word puzzle of sorts. And finally you get the message as the fire elemental finally just is near yelling at Scarlett, and the thought coming through to the rest of you as well. Marcus is waiting for you. Take this.
Take the sword.
One blink back confusion, and then I'm gonna take the sword. I have no reason to not trust this fire elemental that's been living in my necklace.
Definitely hot to the touch, but like you can tell the fire elemental's like holding back a little bit as you were able to grasp the hilt and just like just a little warm coming out of the microwave, but you have the sword nonetheless, and the fire elemental says, "Okay, what are you waiting for? Do you need me to lead you?"
Where am I supposed to go?
Home.
What home?
My home. His home, sort of.
Are you saying that he's in the plane of fire?
Well, there's a door down there, isn't there?
He's alive.
Yes, he's alive. You think I would just bring you a sword? What? No, I couldn't bring anything back unless there was a door. That's lava!
I mean, dead things can go through doors. Technically speaking.
I don't know that one. That one's confusing. He points to Winnie.
Maybe
She's very confusing.
maybe we should go
How do
to.
we-
Sorry,
How do we get down there?
there's a portal in the caverns.
Dive in.
I thought there was only one portal and it was under lava.
But haven't the Azer have been coming through?
But they're like
Right.
fireproof.
We're
Aren't they?
not fireproof.
We are definitely not fireproof.
Jeffrey might be, to be fair. I haven't really tried.
Before we go jumping in any lava, one moment, and I'm gonna I'm assuming we're all together. I'm gonna take off my staff and just
Jeffrey's not.
I'm not healing Jeffrey.
Oh.
And I'm gonna just pound my staff on the ground a couple times, and just like a wave of sparkles like goes across the floor and like hits everybody. And I'm gonna cast mass healing word. Sorry, mass cure wounds.
Mass cure wounds. Okay.
Thank you.
So that's gonna be 3d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, I rolled 2 8s.
Nice.
Very nice.
Let's go.
So it's gonna be, hold on, 8, 16, 24. 24. That was my only 5th
24.
level spell slot. Let's go.
Very nice.
I still look like shit,
Now
but better.
that I'm not at 20
That
hit
is-
points, I'm gonna go dive into the lava.
Little Jeffrey like is tugging on Winnie's pant leg.
Oh, I was going to say I had him rifling for the book, but yeah.
Oh well, he went rifling through the stuff he swallowed, and he holds up the like utility belt and he goes, "There's potions in this."
Yeah, buddy, I know. That's why
Fire
we
resistance
stole it.
potions, maybe?
Yeah, does anything look like it's...
Fire immunity potions?
He holds up the utility belt. You're welcome to go through it. And there absolutely is a fire resistance potion. Or at least like several small vials of them. You can see there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, there's a good 20 potions in here. There's a couple of potions of superior healing. I will get the rest of them to you, but there are probably about 10 fire resistance potions in addition to the other 20. So I will give you a list here in just a bit. But you can kind of get the vibe that like the king had the idea to turn into a fire dragon, but was also scared he was going to burn himself.
That's good thinking. That's being prepared. I did, while we were all talking to the fire elemental, want little Jeffrey to, like, go through the artificer for the book if he had it on him.
Yeah, Jeffrey goes rifling through another dead man's belongings.
It's what
and-
he's good at.
I know.
He has fingers for a reason. Looting.
And he
I
goes,
love him.
Well, I like the fact that it doesn't do anything to our alignment because he does it.
We
Yeah,
don't play
it's-
with alignment.
I
We
know
don't.
if we did, you'd all be very upset as to what you are.
I want to know, though. I want to know what you would assign us.
I think you all are chaotic,
Chaotic.
neutral, chaotic good, maybe
Oh,
sometimes.
yeah.
You're
Sometimes.
pirates. But no, he goes,
true.
comes over, and he hands you this very, like, stained, weathered journal. It's made from a leather that you can't necessarily determine the origin of. It's written in Dwarvish, some in Undercommon. There's, like, notes in the margins in Undercommon. It's both way too dry and way too wet at the same time. Like there's definitely an uncomfortable quality, but as you're going through and what you know of Dwarvish, there's some good notes in here. There's some good thoughts. This guy was messed up in the head, but he had some good ideas from time to time.
I feel like Winnie is Are you phased or unfazed by the state of this notebook? Because I feel
Winnie
like
is absolutely unfazed.
Okay,
this
good.
face is my face.
Okay,
because
okay.
that is revolting, and I get it, and it makes sense.
Winnie is
because because she is concerned about Marcus, she is going to do a brief, oh, this could be useful, and then shove it in little Jeffrey's mouth. Hey, since you look, I don't want to say you still kind of look like shit because you're lovely, like your hair in this like lava light doing something amazing, Scarlett. But maybe drink this first before you go looking for Marcus. It's probably, I didn't have to do a roll for it, so it's a little suspicious, but it'll probably help you, survive the journey. All of us survive the journey.
Does Marcus just need help getting out because he can't fly?
Wouldn't he just have to swim?
But it's below. Does he need help getting out? Elemental sir, miss, ma'am,
the lava?
person?
I'm fire. I don't have any of those things. He said he wanted you all to come down there.
What?
He said it was a surprise, and I'm sorry, but that's fire bro code.
I take out the shell phone. And I know there is a chance that it will fail, because I think it...
Yes.
It's a little chance.
It's a little chance.
I take out the shell phone, and I'd be like, Marcus, what the fuck? Why do you need us to come to the plane of fire? Let me roll the percent chance. I think it's like a 5% chance. Hold on.
Yeah.
Because I don't...
Yeah, 1 through 5 on a D100.
Do we
No, I got a 93. We're good.
the ring with us and go?
Oh, we
Can
need to
we
get the
get
ring.
back?
Good call. Good call.
Yeah, no, we took a lot of time coming down here, and like Marcus is super important and like more important, obviously, but like it's right there, and we even have permission for it, which is a little weird. So
Then you all take care of the ring, and I'm going to the plane of fire.
no, that tracks.
I still want to know what Marcus says first.
Yeah. I can't remember. I imagine the sending is just one way, right? It's just between you two.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
But
Marcus doesn't have sending back. Like, he can't send back, can he?
The spell,
He has a
the spell
shell
gives
phone.
you a response. The
Does
spell,
he
Yeah.
have a shell phone?
the
thought you gave
sending
him one.
spell gives a response.
Yeah, one way or another,
okay.
he'll be able to respond.
But I said it out loud because I'm just like too flabbergasted.
Also, I think he does have a shell phone. He's just not close enough to use it. At the
One way or another. Marcus responds with, Acacia, I'm fine, mostly. Sorry to worry. Hard to get back here. But I have a way for all us. I think that was 25. It was either 20 or 25.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay, Marcus says he has a way for all of us, but then he ran out of things. So I'm assuming it's something good. So maybe we get the ring and then jump?
I've done enough with these, like, we've had these rings before. Is the lava gonna fuck it up if we don't, like...
So what I will say is that you know that Marcus's sword was a magical item, whether a magical item or not. It seemed to survive the lava just fine. The ring is another magical item, and would likely, if you are going in the right way, would also not be damaged. It seems like the door does have some lava around it, so fire resistance is probably the best bet. Although, depending on your health, you might still survive jumping in. You know, Marcus already had fire resistance. It wouldn't hurt for the rest of you to have it. Yeah, it's like the door just has some stuff in front of it. It's just a little hot getting to the door.
How
I'm gonna pass out the bottles, by the way.
how far below? How far is the door under the lava? Elemental, please.
Not far. Just hold your nose. That way lava doesn't go up it. I don't have a nose. I don't have to worry about that.
Yay, whip-de-doo.
Is it
I
big
can
enough
take
for
your nose from you.
Good.
Can I... Is the ring... I don't remember how big this one is because they're different sizes, right? Can I just?
This one's hefty. This one was like the back of a throne, so we're talking probably 4 or 5 feet.
Okay, wait. So I could shrink it. I could. Acacia, you want to be a regular size again, right?
I
Like, we're not
do.
fighting?
You can
Yeah.
drop. You can drop.
Yeah.
It probably already naturally dropped anyway.
Can I? Oh yeah, it's been over a minute. Can I shrink it and would it fit in the bag again so that we don't have to like heft it around?
Yeah, probably. I will say that as you were doing that, you hear a bloop, and you all would turn around to see that Scarlett has taken a dive into the lava.
She said she was going to.
She did.
I hope
Yep.
she drank the potion, but that's on her. With her 2 digits of hit points.
Okay, bold of you to assume that Scarlett has 3 digits of hit points. Anyway.
Okay.
There is that.
I will
I'm
help.
about half.
I'll help
Okay.
Winnie with the ring in the meantime because we do need to get that.
Yeah. It halves
Okay.
the dimensions and reduces the weight by 1/8. And I would take the bag out of little Jeffrey to try and squeeze it in. And I know that there was like a mechanical like curse, like it calls to things or whatever, but like it's mostly just to be convenient to lug it around. I
Yeah.
don't expect anything to, yeah.
Okay. In that case, yes, you have the ring placed in the bag of holding, and seems to be just fine in there. Okay. Let's. I guess, are the rest of you diving in after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. How many fire resistance potions are there?
Like 10.
Oh yeah, I will take
Yeah.
one.
I'm gonna just. Oh no.
And also, I realize that there's not that many additional potions in addition to fire resistance, so I'm going to give you an additional 11 on top of the 10. We'll call it a solid 21.
Hell yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Adamantine is like fire. Like, I would know if little Jeffrey would be okay, right?
Again, little Jeffrey is a magical item. He can consume a potion if you would like him to, but it seems like the fire elemental, while conscious of your fragile organic forms, is nevertheless not seeming to give you incorrect instructions.
Yeah.
Follow me, meat bags. Yeah.
Yeah, I will very hesitantly jump into the lava.
I'm not.
Very, very hesitantly.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Like you might need to give a push on the rump type of hesitant.
Who? Oh wait, never mind. I can't do
Yeah,
that.
just walk by the edge and bump Acacia off.
Absolutely. There's like
And
every
then-
like for
and
like
then
a good
jump in.
solid minute. There's like a shuffle
Yeah.
forward. Then you're like, no.
like yeah, pushing a horse off of a ledge is always a great thing to do.
But then you
It's like
could
cow
startle
tipping.
me.
Centaur tipping.
Oh,
No.
Always tip your centaurs; they do a great job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
hold little Jeffrey's hand, take my potion, and I'm gonna just jump in because YOLO.
Okay.
How much damage do we take?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to say is I'm going to resolve Scarlett's thing first.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna get to the rest of you. Scarlett, go ahead and give me a Constitution save.
That is a dirty 20.
Fantastic. Scarlett, you do not take any damage. While this feels very intense, some very intense heat all around you, you dive into the lava and it almost seems to mold around you. So it's almost like it is reshaping to allow you to slide down without any resistance. And in a moment, it's like you are swirling through the inside of an inferno as it just swirls all around. I'm not sure if Scarlett's ever changed planes before, but you are planar traveling for the first time in your life as you can feel yourself almost spaghettifying a little bit. The pull of one reality into another, the changing of essential laws of physics and nature reshaping as you go to a plane that is meant to be the plane where all fire is sourced from. And as your body feels like it's going at the speed of light, being pulled through, reshaping and reforming, as you flop down onto a solid surface, this kind of mixture of dirt, but also weirdly enough wood, a type of wood I don't think you would have ever seen before. A hand reaches down to you, a hand that you would be very familiar with, and the voice of Marcus Ashe says, "Darling, I'm so very sorry to concern you. There's someone I would really like for you to meet. Bit of a chance sort of thing, but Scarlett, this is my father." And he is going to gesture upwards, upwards, and upwards as the face of a smiling Afridi dressed very much in what you would imagine a swashbuckler's garb, with this massive scimitar at his side and his arms crossed in front of him, looks down at you and says something in Ignan, and then clears his voice. "So very sorry. Scarlett Shores, it is my intense pleasure to make your acquaintance. My son says many good things in a short period of time, and most of them about you." And as the rest of you experience that same phenomena, the spignification, the traveling at light, the plopping down into the elemental plane of fire, you would all look around, see this Afridi, as well as many other Afridi and Azer, and you find yourselves with this intense light towards your right, and a glow, a gleam coming from your upper left, as you would look to see the borders of the city of Brass, and to your right, the great inferno that is the Sea of Flame, the boundary between the plane of fire and I believe the plane of air or earth. Don't quote me on that, I need to double check it. But you would know that there are ships there that are docked in this Sea of Flame, and Afridi who are loading ships, a very familiar sight to all of you. And Marcus looks to all of you. "Turns out being a pirate's in my blood." And that is where we are going to stop today.
Daddy's also a pirate. An interplanar pirate.
That's right.
I love him.
Thank you all for joining us for another episode of Horizon's Call. Thank you all for suffering through that little bit in the middle there. I see your face, Kaila. It's all good. He's okay, sort of, kind of.
We both look like shit.
Guys want to do a
Both
pirate
and-
adventure
both
in
and
the
both.
Sea of Flame?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Good, you're gonna. Okay. I've been Derek Sword. I use he and pronouns. I've been your GM for this game and many games here on Sword and Key. I am joined, as always, by these very lovely people you see before you. I'm going to go ahead and have them go around and say a little bit about themselves and where you can find more of them in the near future. Highly recommend that you do so. So, Mare, if you don't mind starting us out.
Hi, I'm Mare. You can find me on all applicable social media at Archmage of Dice. Right now, I'm mostly here every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern playing your lovely centaur. On this upcoming Wednesday, I will actually be playing in a one-shot over on Roll D5 at 8 p.m. Eastern. I don't know if it's been announced yet, but it's fine. Find me over there at 8 p.m. Eastern, and every Monday here, you can find me running Journey to Books End, a fairy tale cipher game using Monty Cook Games Fairy Tale Supplement. We are all mad here. That's at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And I also run Tech on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern for Zenith, where our players are in literal hell. It's great.
Great. Thank you so much, Mare. My players will be in hell probably next year when I hand them over to Anik for a couple of sessions, so you can look forward to that. No date set in stone just yet. Eva.
Hi, hello. I have been your Sea Elf Weenie. You can find me periodically on, I guess, sometimes Twitter, usually just in the Discord. Gosh, I had something really pithy to add here, but sorry, we're all going to miss out on that. I think that's it. I really don't have anything going on at the moment. I'm here at a unknown date in the future. I will be over on House of Dreams for a project that I don't know how public it is, so maybe I shouldn't keep talking about it. And then I've got things that I am working on for this channel in the future, the very far future, when I'm done taking time off. Yeah.
Yeah, the truth is that Eva is incredibly busy, just not with all of it being content creation. So if you see her anywhere, show massive appreciation, because it means that she is taking time away from the other real life super busy things and is actually doing something fun for herself. Well, yeah. So self-care is having fun. Next up is Mikyl.
Hi, fam. I'm Michael. I was playing Proximus, your Triton Paladin, and you can find me at Michael Sandoval, MIKYL, SANDOVAL, on Instagram and on the Sword and Key Discord channel, where I post most of my art, and still working on the art for Zenith, and I think I got one more character to finish up, and then on to some other things. So yeah, check me out.
Definitely check Michael out. He kind of said all the places there, but definitely check him out on Instagram, also on Sword and Key Discord. Show some support. Can't wait to see all of the Zenith stuff. And if you're looking for your own character art and he has the time, give him money for it. I'd highly recommend you do. Next but absolutely not least, Kaila.
Hi, hello, my name is Kaila. I'm many faces in many places in TTRPG realm, as well as a special comeback on my own channel next weekend for a one last hurrah for charity. I will probably lose my stream key after this because I do not need to be coming back, but I'll be raising money next weekend for To Right Love in Our Arms for suicide prevention month. So if you want to join me there, I may have sour punch straws that are either green apple, lemon lime, or pickle flavored, and I might have sour cream and onion candy canes.
No.
I'm so intrigued.
You can come torment me. I also have ranch cotton candy.
No.
I'm also
What?
intrigued.
I will be here next weekend for Horizon's Call. I might have some additional eyeballs on my face. Who knows? But yeah, come join me and have some
Maybe
charity fun.
we
one
should
last
all
run.
get something gross and eat it during Horizon's Call.
We could, if everyone's
Solidarity.
we could do charity
Solidarity.
incentives next weekend, and then make Scarlett eat weird things.
We are. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Alrighty. Great. Well, thank you again to my wonderful players. Thank you again to you in the audience for joining us. I am Derek Sword. I use he and pronouns. I've been your GM for this game. So if you want to find me, that's fine. You can find me on most places at tsword16. There's only one thing I'm doing that isn't connected to Sword and Key, so I will say early November, and this is where I need to have literally just any calendar pulled up. Why not? Okay. Bear with me for one moment here. Nope, that's not it. That's it. That's also not it. There it is. Okay. So, early November, on November 3rd, yes, November 3rd, I will be over on Valdrianth's channel for an Extra Life game, one shot over there at 8 a.m. Pacific time. So you can check me out. That is like the 1 week that I know for sure that we're taking off Humblewood, but it'll be a good time. Otherwise, for Sword and Key, you can check out all of Sword and Key stuff at beacons.ai/Sword and Key. You can join our Discord there. Our Discord has a lot of stuff. It has our movie nights, it has our calendar, it has our events, it has everything all in one cool spot. Beacons also has everything all in one cool spot. So if you ever need to email us, if you ever need to reach out for any reason, if you want to see our social media, it's typically sword_and_key. That's Instagram, BlueSky, and Twitter. You can find our affiliate ships, including Greenleaf Geek Dice, Wishbone Cosmetics, and Eldritch Foundry. If you're looking for some custom minis, some makeup, or some dice, unfortunately, Greenleaf Geek Dice is going to be closing up shop very soon. So if you are a dice maker looking for inclusions, if you're a dice collector looking for some good prices, check out Greenleaf Geek and support them on their way out. Fortunately, businesses have this happen from time to time, but the least you can do is just show a little support on as they have to close up shop. It's not an easy thing to do. We also have our ongoing philanthropic endeavors, including PCRF, Palestine Children's Relief Fund, Canada Companions for Independence, Fauna and Flora International, and you can tip through Pally to this game and impact our future games. You can donate and or tip at any time. It does not have to be during a game. For our calendar and upcoming Sword and Key stuff, today's the 21st, so tomorrow we should have an episode of Monster Crush released. It's either going to be tomorrow or Monday, depending on how much I can get done. It's busy, but it's a good time. Monster Crush is a podcast that I record with my friend LD. We talk about different cryptids, creatures, miscellaneous monsters from myth and how smoochable they are. This next episode is actually a very special episode that LD presented her sleep paralysis demons. So I will say this here. I'm going to say this at the top of the episode as well. If you listen to it, if you yourself or somebody who experiences the phenomenon that is sleep paralysis, take care of yourself first. You don't have to listen. I know that talking about it, listening about it can sometimes influence the event. LD was fine afterwards. I do want to note that, but it was a very interesting discussion that she and I had, and some interesting sleep paralysis demons that she has. So if you want to listen to that and hear about how sexy LD's sleep paralysis demons are, that's the episode. Also tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time is the next episode of Humblewood Yonderbound. It is our very quickly becoming Horizon's Paw as they go to port to try to board a ship. It is episode 3. I have a fantastic cast and just it's an absolute great game. Highly recommend checking that out. As Mare said, on the 23rd and every Monday is Journey to Book's End, which is the Cypher game that they're running. And great cast over there as well. Also, as Mare said, Zenith is back on the 26th at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. So Zenith typically plays every Thursday. Horizon's Call is back every Saturday, unless otherwise noted. Journey to Book's End is every Monday. Monster Crush is every other week, and Humblewood is every Sunday. So we've got a really cool schedule, and then into October, we're going ham. We're going all out. We are doing movie nights. We do movie nights on our Discord. We're doing those weekly. We're doing weekly double features. So I will get no sleep ever, but that's okay because it's a scary month and who needs to sleep? So we're doing movie nights every week. We are doing one-shots throughout the month. We have applications for that one-shot currently out. Check it out on our socials or in chat there. Our one-shots are going to include Slayers on the 12th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. That's Gila RPG Game Slayers. We will be back with Night of Fright Part 2, which is going to be on the 13th and 20th. That's our Scooby-Doo D&D, and I got the same cast back, including Mikyl that I did last year. I'm very excited about that. On the 18th, we have a Woodland Gods hack run by Anik. On the 27th, we have Stop Flaming Preps, which is the Harry Potter fanfic kind of smut gothic novel ? Which I just lost the name of my head.
My Immortal.
My Immortal.
Thank you so much. So that LD is going to be running. She actually created the game. She's going to be running that game. We also have a Monster of the Week game, a night at the museum that I'll be running on the 26th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And we have a Call of Cthulhu that is going to be running on Wednesday. I believe it's Wednesday the 16th. I need to double check that. But lots of cool stuff coming up in the month of October. November is probably a little bit quieter. We're probably going to take December for ourselves and into the holidays there. So you will see more of us very soon, a little bit less of us after that, but we're not going anywhere. We've still got lots of cool stuff planned for you, and we appreciate you joining us every step of the way. So we are going to be rating tonight Jillian Fox Club. I don't think we've rated there before, but please go show some support, show some love. They're playing D&D over there themselves. And until next time, we appreciate you. Take care of yourselves. Fair winds following seas, brave mariners.
Bye.
See you next week.